going to keep getting worse. And if you compare the cost of tearing out that old stuff and hauling it away and doing new, this is a fraction of the cost. Give them a call on your smartphone. Hit the pound sign 250-SEND. Pound 250-SEND. Then say the keyword concrete lift to be texted all the information you need.
Only 3 days left until Carpet Mill Outlet Store's one-day private sale. Take advantage of up to 40% off carpets this Saturday at Carpet Mill Outlet. Find your nearest Carpet Mill Outlet dealer at carpetmilloutletstores.com. And now get 2 years interest-free.
My clients frequently tell me that they're amazed at how...
all this shit's for.
Okay, but I thought they could tap into just one of them.
They could run that cable
That's
over.
what I'm talking about.
No, but he still couldn't, because the IP would have to
I'm going to
change.
spend a few $100, and it's fine. I don't care. I'm not going to ask Kay how to pay me back for any of it.
I'm dying to see how the 360 works.
Yeah. So you know what I was thinking, Mark? I know you have to go.
Are we on the air right now?
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'll talk to you about the camera later.
With LED lights up here.
Okay.
You think that would help?
Yeah.
You can do the very tasteful. The tech people here think like it's not as good a fit for me as for you to be all the time. I agree. But we shouldn't be on all the time technically. We really shouldn't.
We
should. You think so? Of course.
Jenny thinks that you peel people away from the signal. Like you could hurt your ratings a little bit.
No, because no one, I argued this just another day. No one,
the people meter.
no one with a people meter is going to be, they have a people meter for a reason. They're not switching off that radio.
No, wait a minute. No, they don't. People meters
Pause
are
that
hit
for a second.
Mark, people meters are chosen
From our
at
easy
random.
solution. So don't let snoring be a problem. Go to GetZQuiet.com and sleep quiet with ZQuiet.
ZQuiet fits both men and women. Try it risk-free for 30 days for just $9.95. Go to GetZQuiet.com or text RUN to 91011. Go to GetZQuiet.com or text RUN to 91011.
Finding great candidates to hire can be, well, like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter is different. It doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them. With its powerful technology, ZipRecruiter distributes your job everywhere it needs to be to find the right candidates. In fact, over 80% of jobs on ZipRecruiter get a qualified candidate in just one day. So, while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, only ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
Used by businesses of all sizes, ZipRecruiter offers the most qualified job candidates with immediate results. And right now you can try ZipRecruiter free. That's right, free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/talkradio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/talkradio for your free trial. ZipRecruiter.com/talkradio.
This is the Troubleshooter Show.
Help! I need somebody.
Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. This is the only show in the universe like this, and the longest-running radio show on the air with the same host. And welcome, 303-713-TALK. That just means I'm too crazy to retire. Welcome. So what's going on in your life? How can we help you? Well, I'll tell you how we can help you. We can help you by solving your problems directly. We don't just give advice, but sometimes we do give advice. But, Mark, how many pending cases do we have right now?
I am dying.
I'm taking on the Weld County one. That's another one. We got Bentley Bath. That's another one. We have the, what else?
We're still working on the Sprinter van for Mercedes.
We're going to sue them probably.
Well,
that's three.
No, it's in the insurance company's hands. We're going to
Three active cases. What else?
Well, I'll tell you what's got me irritated.
What's that?
This guy yesterday, this landscaper, I nicknamed Eccles. This guy, the more I think about him, man, I don't like this guy.
No, is that going to be...
He was the one dropping the F-bomb yesterday, and on top of that...
He would, and they threatened us with attorney. Okay, so anyway...
I want to get his information up. I want to send somebody out there, one of our experts, to look at it. He actually said he had the cojones to say...
Audacity.
Okay, fine. To say that the guy owed him more money. He didn't even finish the job. He gave the guy $16,000. The job looks like crap because nothing's been finished. And then he says he owes him more money.
What we have to do right now...
What's that guy's info, Suzanne? What's his company name? That jerk from yesterday.
It's Stone Falls Masonry and Landscaping.
But listen, he claimed he did more work than the guy paid him. The guy paid him $16,000. The guy figures he did $5,000 worth of work. I think he probably did a little more than that. We want to try to help by figuring it out, but the guy wouldn't let us. He would make a speech every time we asked him a question.
Oh, then he starts cussing. He's a jerk.
Well, he did.
In my opinion, he's a jerk and a ripoff.
He did have a tooth pulled yesterday. I think he was kind of cranky from that.
Yeah, well,
I just want to be fair to the guy.
Well, why don't we try to reach out to the little angel today and see if he'll come on and discuss it then?
My goodness gracious.
The guy's got me fired up. He's a...
So it's Ryan at Stonefall Landscaping.
Yeah, Ryan, Stonefall Landscaping.
His dogs were sore, too.
His dogs were sore. That's right. I remember that.
That was his transcribing of the voicemail, 303-713-8255. Sharon, what's happening? She wants a follow-up of what?
Well, Tom, remember we sent Steve the painter out for that, and then we found out that they were a boyfriend and girlfriend, and they were...
Well, years ago.
Yeah, so she keeps calling me. I told her to talk to you,
Tom.
Well,
why?
Here's my thing.
What did the guy say? It did need some touch-up. That Steve the painter said a few days of, or one full day or a couple days of maybe...
Right.
So what's the bottom line here?
So my problem, Tom, is I think Sharon wants us to hold his feet to the fire, but I think this is much more domestic related.
Okay, hold feet to the fire.
It is a rip-off
Here's
case.
what, Sharon, let me explain something to you, because you hear me say this every day. We get directly involved, so I want you to know exactly what I mean. If we thought this had bigger consequences, if we thought this guy was ripping off people all over and had the potential of ripping off people and this was a ripoff, we would take your case as far as getting an attorney and actually going through with it. That's not this kind of case. I don't have evidence that this guy is ripping people off. He didn't rip you off. He just did a piss-poor job on some of it. But actually, Steve the painter said it wasn't that piss-poor. He said it was just poor in some areas and needed touch-up. So what I'm saying to you is, Sharon, all we did was expose him. We asked him to fix it. We want to know what he's going to do, and that's where we end it. We're not going to hire an attorney because you don't like the paint job and it needs a few touch-ups, and I don't know what else we can do for you. This is not the kind of case we take up. For example, the Weld County case where the county is screwing, the planning department is screwing the individuals, and it has potential, widespread potential. The Springs Truck and Auto Service Center, where they have potential for screwing a lot of people because they're a big repair shop. And then we're talking about Bentley Baths, who is a major ripoff in my opinion. What I'm saying is these are different cases. So what do you want us to do over a paint job that has a few minor issues? What do you want us to do?
Am I on the air?
Yes, you are. What do you want us to do?
All I wanted you to do, and it was Steve the painter said it would take 4 to 5 days.
So what do you want us to do? I'm asking you once again.
All I want to do is continue to
badger him.
Yes, so that he...
Okay.
I've pleaded with him twice.
What did he say?
Text.
What did he say he's going to do, Suzanne?
Well, at this point,
for her.
I think he feels harassed.
But it does need touch up. I mean, if the guy
he has not responded to me.
Well, I thought there was a reason he didn't go back out, wasn't there?
Oh yeah, because his current girlfriend said, "I don't want you back over there."
Yeah, that's not a good excuse.
That's not a good excuse.
No,
Listen,
I'm just saying.
call the guy. Let's call the guy back. We're gonna. What's the business name?
Peyton Place.
Peyton Place. I keep asking that, and I keep saying...
It did irritate me, though, that she didn't tell us about the domestic
But it was 15 years ago. It wasn't like
but
it was yesterday.
But he brought it up.
Sharon, he has a drug problem, and she told me the reason she gave him this job was to help him get money.
Wait a minute.
For food.
Did he say he had a drug problem?
No, Sharon says that.
Okay, then let's make that clear.
Saying, this is all very domestic.
See, it is
me.
domestic, that part.
Sharon.
What?
How long ago did you go out with this guy?
The last time I dated him was 2005.
Then why are you still giving him money for his issues?
Because I'm an enabler.
Okay. But what's wrong with her wanting to help the guy out and hire him to paint the house?
That's right.
What's wrong with that?
I just don't
Why
wanna
do you
call the
people
guy a
feel that's a
ripoff.
problem? That doesn't mean she should be ripped off because she decided to help a guy out. Listen, Sharon, I believe you deserve to have that stuff touched up.
Yeah,
but I don't think he is in the same category as a lot of these liars and cheats and ripoffs we get on the show. It's just a poor quality job that needs some touch-up. So let's call Peyton Place, and yes, I'll warn people about Peyton Place. I'll warn them. Mark, you have something to say about property taxes. What is it?
Hello. Yeah. Well.
Hi, Mark.
I don't know. I've lived in Colorado my whole life, and it seems like property taxes are out of control. But I must be in the minority because you never hear anybody complaining about it. They just keep paying them. But
My God, I complained about it for an hour yesterday. And by the way, and I'm sorry to interrupt you.
You do have to keep paying them. However,
if you go to referrallist.com and hit download overtax.
I want to talk about that because we haven't done it yet, Mark. I was going to do a big splash on it.
I went to your online there and I didn't see overtaxed. But
Okay, hold on. Let's just see. If you go to referrallist.com right now, I want to tell everyone this since Mark spilled the beans. If you go to referrallist.com right now refresh the page in case you have old cookies showing an old front page. Now, here's what you do. You just refresh the page up in the corner. But you go to the top menu where it has home, blog, about, get help, join now, and then download overtaxed. Download it free. Overtaxed. Download it free now. It is the best book written in Colorado for Colorado.
And it's not a long book.
And it is about protesting your taxes. Written by Ed Tomlinson. He allowed us to have the rights to distribute it. It's overtaxed. You can download it only at referrallist.com. Top menu, it says, it looks like a regular menu item. Overtaxed. Download overtaxed. Anyone listening who's upset about their valuation, do it now before the deadline expires.
Which is the end of the month in most places.
Get to that book immediately. There is no charge. There is no obligation. Simply click that connection. Referrallist.com. If you're listening to me online, even if you're out of state, the principles will be the same. You got to apply it to your own state. Right now, talking to Colorado, it's a no-brainer. It is a free book for you. All you have to do is download it. I don't know why every single homeowner would not download it, because the appraisals and the valuations are through the roof. Now, I understand we have Mike with Peyton Place coming on right after this. I can't do it now. I'm out of time. And I want to give him more time. I believe in giving business owners their time when we talk about their livelihood.
You want to see?
Damn money-grubbing assessors.
Did you try to do it up on YouTube and stuff?
Don't keep making trouble, Dan.
I know.
Ooh, they got a new
What
the hell
are
you complaining
Well,
about?
I wanna
They
make
got
sure
a
I
new
got it
mini
right.
drone called Spark.
I want to make sure I got it right here, Mark.
Mark, you get me hooked on all this crap. This little sucker is cool looking. This one's the size of
Can
your
I third hour as soon as possible?
Oh, here's the problem with it, though.
I want to put a vision up there.
16 minutes of flight, that blows.
Well, how much is yours? 28?
Yeah. You would think this being smaller would be better, but all the weight's in
Let me
the
see.
back. Oh, it's cute. It looks like mine, but it's half the size.
Why would you want small? Well, it's not because it's undetectable, too.
Oh, it'd be really hard to see, almost impossible. This little sucker, shit, if I lived where you were, I'd be flying it over that highway every day. I'd be zipping around like crazy.
You could figure.
That'd be weird. Yeah, no, well, not, are your windows glassed? God, that would be
What do you mean? Of course they're glass.
No, I'm saying you can see right through them, huh?
And nobody has window coverings because they're up so high.
Yeah, of course. God, that'd be weird. What would you do if you're just sitting there How about if you're out on your patio and this drone just pops up in your face? I'd grab a broom.
No, can you
Dan, your ideas are just horrible.
Over, let's try it.
I'll bring it tomorrow.
You two, I want to make sure I got it right here.
Oh, it'll be a blast, man. Plus, yours is no big deal. So, I'd set it to go, how high is your fence or your gate or whatever, your railing? How high is it? Let's say 4 feet, 3 feet?
Whatever normal is.
So I'd set takeoff to 1 foot over that. So you would just hit the takeoff button, it would go up, and then right out.
Then to come home, would it do the same thing?
Coming home, I just got to see it, but no, because I don't think so. I don't think so. I think you just have to manually bring it in, which is no big deal.
Manually. You can't set it for auto because we go up there.
That's right. I don't think so.
Let's try. Here's what we'll do. Let's go to a patio like at Clear Channel right here.
Yeah, but they don't have a cover.
There's a one outside that has the roof over it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Downstairs.
And then take it off.
And see how it reacts to it.
How it comes back. Yeah.
So it was Gary. He said, I remember typing something like that to a friend. I'm in this car racing thing. He said, I know I typed those words. Somehow it connected. So he's going to have his daughter check it. I said, I guarantee you it is not on our...
All he's got to do is clear his cache. That's it.
Yeah, I tried to walk him through that. He couldn't figure it out.
Remember we're online, okay.
Yes, yeah. He's going to have his computer guy do it for him. So I think that'll be good. I am going to head out. I really have... No, that's okay. This is, you know what, it works out good. I'm crazy about my big fundraiser tomorrow, so... And my cleaning lady was supposed to come today, and she's not.
Just go do what you have to do, and I will, as we firm up our stuff.
I'll be in on Friday.
Okay, all right.
So, get me a list.
Thank you. No, we will.
All right, guys.
Yeah, this is true. We've got to come up with, someone had a comment on referral list I just got, and I agree with this. We've got to figure out how to do areas. It's just another thing I'll try to figure out once the site's up.
Pretty late today, Tom. We go, Daniel.
Let's alternate these cheeses, Mark.
What are you talking about?
Because I don't want 2 people.
Yeah, that's what I told Ross we're gonna do.
And don't make it a conversation.
I just need my new calendar.
Huh?
I just need my new phone. I'm dying with this phone. It's killing me.
Well, why are you waiting so long?
Because you can't buy it till the 30th, so I ordered it directly from Samsung.
Well, why do you even have a substitute? Is that your old phone?
It's my old phone.
Oh,
I had to buy a new one because this one fell in the hot tub, and the ringer doesn't work. I have no ringer anymore. So it's like useless unless I look at it.
When are you getting it? The 30th? What is it you're getting?
It's a Samsung 8 Plus.
Wait a minute.
It's the most beautiful.
Is it going to be better than my other one was?
Oh, God, yes.
Better than the Pixel?
Way better.
The Pixel's got some bugs.
This can be used on any network, too. It's 100% unlocked directly from Samsung.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Welcome. Listen, we've gotten so many complaints and calls about property valuations. You can get the book, referralist.com, look at the top level menu, go to the right, and it says download overtaxed. That is the book you need to download. Tell your friends about it. It's the only book that clearly and concisely tells you how to protest all of your taxes, whether it's commercial or private. You don't have to pay someone to do it. I already took line 2. I'll go to Mike now. Sharon called. She said, hey, there's this guy, Peyton Place. He did my job, and it's terrible. We had our expert go out, Steve the Painter. That's Star Quality Painting. We just call him Steve the Painter. He said, really, the actual job is not that bad, but it is sloppy in some places and needs touch-up, a good 3 days of touch-up or clean-up. But the base and the main paint job is not bad. I don't think Mike, and I've said this before, at Peyton Place, rises to the level of a ripoff. No, he doesn't. And it's not, he doesn't rise to that level. I think it's just a matter of getting back there. Now, here's the deal. He said, well, she's an ex-girlfriend trying to make trouble. She said, I dated him like 15 years ago. It has nothing to do with that.
She could still be making trouble.
Well, okay, maybe, but she said, I tried to help him out because he needed money. I wasn't going to loan him or give him money, so I said, hey, paint the house. So let's go to him. He wants his say, and he deserves it. Peyton Place. Go ahead, Mike.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name's Mike Immelman. I own a painting company, and I started my business 16 years ago.
Okay.
There's 2 guys that work for me, and they've been with me for 2 years. I power wash my house. I let it dry for 2 days so we're not sealing in moisture. I caulk every nail, every soffit, trim board, window, door, and then if there's boards that need to be replaced, like on Sharon's, which was quite a bit with metal flashing, we did that. And then we hand brush and roll primer before it even sees paint. And then I use Sherwin-Williams products, top-of-the-line products. And I gave Sharon a good deal on both interior and exterior. I said, when your windows come, give me a call, and then we'll do touch-up on that. And when your floor gets
Are you going to go back and fix it?
Yes, sir.
But
Well,
here's the thing,
simple as
she's
that.
not getting new windows now, and the floor guy says he really wanted Mike to do his part first before he puts the floor in, and I'm just not sure how to get this resolved.
Why don't you just head over and fix it?
Well, hold on. What has been the hang-up, first of all?
Her scheduling. When we offered to go over there, she said those days won't
That's
work.
what I remember, actually.
And
So-
she's not giving us a date. She's just making it worse.
So really, you're saying, why is she calling this show and why is she making a big deal? I've never said I'm not going to do it.
Yes, sir. I never did say that. We
Okay.
said, well, I'll send over my guys. They'll take care of it. You show them what needs to be done.
Is there something going on with your current girlfriend and her that's become an issue? She alluded to that.
No, sir, it's not. I just have my fiance read all the texts because I'm just done with the drama and the stress. I mean, we're busy. I've done 100 houses in Dam East and Dam West. I'm a
When can you get over there? Can you get over there this weekend? When can you get over there?
Yes, sir. We can get over there this weekend.
There you go. Ask her, Tom, if that'll work.
Well, here,
Problem
she's right
solved.
here. Hold on here. Sharon, it doesn't sound like this guy is trying to avoid you.
Well, what he's saying on the air and what's been done is 2 different things. If you will come and do it, the last thing I heard from him, he said, I'll send 2 guys over there for 1 day tomorrow. And I said, I need them for more than 1 day. So he said, okay, well,
hold on. What difference does it make? What difference does it make?
What?
What difference does it make if he sends them over for a day or 2 or 3, as long as they get it done?
As long as they get it done, that's fine. But they were the guys that left it in such a mess, and so I asked them, please, just make sure that they do what they're supposed to do.
Can I say one more thing?
Yes, sir, you can. Go ahead.
She made a phone call to a gentleman to do a lawn cleanup, and we overheard the conversation, and he said he would do it for $300. And I said, Sharon, we'll take care of that for you. So me and the guys did her yard cleanup, and we didn't charge her anything. We just did it out of the kindness of our heart. So saying thank you for the work.
That.
How much did you pay, Sharon?
I paid him $300 extra. God, I am
This is like an episode of like Petticoat Junction or something. I mean,
oh my God.
So hold on, Mike. Did she pay you for that or not?
No, no, sir. It didn't come out like that. I mean, we paid for a lot of paint. We did extra stuff, and I'm just tired of it. I want to send my guys over there, fix everything.
they must have been quite the power couple back in the day.
Ask Steve from Star Painting. They used all the old paint from under my staircase.
He said
They
it
didn't
was
buy
a
any
nice
paint.
job.
But
It
Steve
just
said
needed
in general,
cleanup.
it was a good job, though. Other than that minor stuff, that touch up. I mean, I shouldn't call it minor. To Steve, it was
4 to 5
sloppy.
days.
They're going to come over this weekend and fix it.
Fine.
Okay, there we go. It's all good.
Let's get it fixed and see what happens.
And Suzanne, why don't we invite these two in to be common people on the same day?
Let's give them a chance. Now, listen, do you think there's something personal going on?
Oh, God, you can hear it in both of them. It's insane.
I don't think so.
You couldn't. There's animosity built up that there's no way that's because there was some touch-up needed.
By the way, the name of that landscaper, I'm still getting messages on it, Stone Falls Masonry and Landscaping.
Who should we send out there to look at it?
The guy walked off the job, okay? He called the woman a moron and walked off the job. He claims they got more than $16,000 worth of work.
In fact, they owe more.
He says they got $18,000 worth of work, and he only did $16,000. Excuse me. And the homeowner only paid $16,000. The homeowner says, "What are you, crazy?" Now, I thought we left it like this. We're going to have one of our experts evaluate the work done.
Yeah, try to put a figure on it.
Do we have an expert that can evaluate it?
Not yet. We'll get someone on it.
Are we weak in the landscaping field?
Little bit.
We are a little weak.
At the referral list.
Yeah, for this time of year, we're really weak.
If you're in the business and you're good, God, we can send you some business. We are light in certain categories.
We got to be careful in
and
that
I'll tell you why.
As you know, though.
That's why we're light, because we can't find qualified people.
Yeah, we've got some good ones. We got Patch Masters,
no, we
Mr.
have good
Green
ones.
Jeans,
Yes, they're wonderful.
They're
but they're
running
busy,
ragged
busy,
right
busy,
now.
busy. Whenever you go to the referral list and you see a light category, okay, recommend to us, please. Send us an email. Recommend people that would be good for that category, because we try to get qualified people in all of the categories, but we're not going to force it. And that's why the landscaping category is light. We don't force it. You know, you don't have to have any special qualifications for the other lists. You don't. And we are the original, the first list ever anywhere. Remember that, the first. I can prove it, the first. Mackenzie, what's going on in your life? Mackenzie.
Yes. Hey, how's it going, Tom?
How are you doing?
I'm having a wonderful, beautiful morning.
Oh, good.
Thank you for asking.
What's the complaint?
Basically, we've discovered that we live in a complex unit, that we own a condo, and we're finding out that the HOA is just going to let everybody rent our garages out this way.
What do you mean rent it out? What do you mean?
Okay, so we have owners.
Yes.
We don't have a leasing office. All of these units are owned, and anyone here that owns a garage can just rent their garage out to anyone.
Now, hold on.
Here.
You're talking about they can rent it out to somebody outside of the condo project?
That is correct.
Someone who doesn't even live there?
That is correct.
But give me an idea of someone who would even want to rent a garage at another condo.
They must be in a very busy area.
We're right off of Colorado Boulevard.
Well, so you're telling me people that work on Colorado could rent a garage?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, is anyone doing that, or you just fear it?
Well, no. What happened was we had a neighbor that approached the gentleman in the garage because he was running high machinery in the garage. And
Wait a minute. Hold on. So not only are they renting them out to park, they are renting them out to do business?
That's what they say, and the police have told us to call code enforcement, and I'm not sure
Mackenzie,
who I need to go to.
Let me get this straight. You're telling me that if I own a condo in this place, I can rent my garage out to a guy that, let's say, makes cabinets, and he can use my garage for a commercial operation?
That's what it would seem, Tom.
Now, hold on. I'm starting to get... Is it just me, or am I skeptical at every call at this point? There is no way that maybe one jerk over there is doing something like that, but this can't be the rule.
Mackenzie, first of all, what gives them the right to rent out their garages? Because most condo developments have rules against that. So tell me why you think it's allowed.
Okay, so we do have in bylaws that, no, you cannot work out of your garage. You cannot use it for storage. It is only to park your vehicle. We can't even.
Then why are they? Then they're violating the bylaws,
yes,
right?
They are. So
okay,
I've
so it's okay.
Our HOA,
and what did they say?
And the HOA hasn't gotten back to
me. I have an idea or two. Okay, now I understand it. By the way, congratulations, graduates. Whether it's high school or college, what's next? School, work, what? Travel, explore? Well, how about Rockies to get that right vehicle for your work or for your vacation or for your life? They have some inexpensive vehicles if you want a clunker, but they have no clunkers, of course, that are in disrepair. They check all cars. However, they have lower priced cars. They have newer ones. Upgrade your transportation for school, or parents, buy a graduation gift at Rockies. They have a lot of economy cars, great gas mileage, all sizes, all makes, all colors, all models, all years. So why don't you just give them a call, 303-426-4646. They have Jeeps, they have Mustangs, they have convertibles, Camaros. Shop at Rockies Monday through Saturday, 9 to 8, 303-426-4646. Mic's on. Somebody's mic's on. Somebody's mic's. And why is your mic on?
Because I had said that and I forgot.
Oh, Jesus, that was a long time.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's why when I made my swoosh, I heard it so much. Usually I can't hear it in the headphones because all three of our mics are on. It picked up everything.
It's the only time I've made a mistake here.
No, I think someone left that mic on last night on purpose.
What mic was that?
Your mic. I think someone left it on yesterday, overnight. Forget it. You guys are just too slow.
Oh.
You're too freaking
I'm a
slow.
little slow. You're trying to cause trouble, aren't you?
I'm poking.
So you didn't do the YouTube switchover, Mark?
I was late.
No, you didn't do it because it did it.
Oh, no, I did it.
Oh, okay, because I thought I did it too. So,
Oh, did you do it?
well, like I said,
But you walked through it.
I walked through it.
Did you hit save over to the right?
No, I didn't hit save. So you must have. I must have.
Yeah, when you're
okay.
logged in there, if you do it again, look over, you got to hit update, I think. it
Oh,
says.
update. Yes. Okay.
Did you do that?
No, I didn't. So okay, very good. I know. I went through it though. Good. Update, right? Okay. And then update. Very good. I think I did everything else right. So okay.
Credit cards accepted, suitable for children, parking, reservations not necessary, Wi-Fi available, wheelchair access available.
Will we get a count on downloads?
I can, sure. Waiter service, yes. You put a logo in. Ooh, you can upload your menu. That's cool. You can put a video and then continue.
Mark, is Tim giving you the option of doing the show? He says company holiday for rest of us on both days.
I don't want to do it if
Okay.
it's...
No. Okay, I think.
Did he just email that?
Yeah.
Oh, Memorial Day.
What did he mean holiday for rest of us on both days? What days?
Yeah, really.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Does he mean Friday?
Jesus, it's like, where's Waldo?
Brutus, company holiday Monday, right?
Better be.
What about, is there a second one?
Oh,
Somebody-
4th of July, probably.
Okay.
Are we off this Friday? Is that what he's saying?
No, we're running live shows, I think. We're running live shows Friday, right?
Oh, he's talking July. 7/3 and 7/4. I'm going to put, no, I'll answer. What do we need? We're taking off 7/3 and 7/4.
You want to know if I need someone for 4?
I have Bonnie Shield.
Okay.
I got him. I understand what he's saying.
It's hard to know what's up with your identity if you only get part of the
In
story.
fact, I'm going to copy this to Mike.
Mark, did you make my development?
That's what happens when you rely on monitoring your
Yes.
credit.
Oh, good. Now, what did you do with the media folder?
I'm
I
still
don't care-
fine with that.
I don't care if you did it like that. I'll just go in and I'll just do away with them. The ones I don't need, I'll do away with
Yeah,
them.
but I could nuke them all in one shot, and then you can bring over just what you want. But really what I'm trying, the best way is, I think, that one plugin we use that brought over the blogs and the photos.
Except it didn't do it exactly the right way. I did it a different way, but I can do that. I don't mind. I don't mind the input.
Identity theft or monitor all transactions.
I would rather you do what you were doing because I'd rather have duplicates than not have the right ones.
It's weird. I don't think they're duplicates. I think you have them in different sizes.
Right.
So when you resize it,
they keep the other one. That's what happened on referral list, but I don't need all the sizes. So if you put them over there,
you'll know.
I'll just delete the ones I don't need. I'd rather have them there than not, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So just do a bulk transfer. That bulk transfer that we use, Mark, it doesn't work like this thing. And then I got some tricks I've learned on how to use pictures and how to assign names to them. So you don't. When we move that site, it's going to be easy. I don't know which. I mean, I've got a good looking site right now, but I love that new site. So I don't know. Maybe I'm going to use that. That's great.
Those are really nice
Do we have
too.
to pay $300 a year?
No, I paid $320 a month to keep it active.
Oh, so we have to keep paying for that.
Yeah, as long as we're using it.
Okay. Do we get
Well, no. We can download and get support long as we're paying the $20. If we downloaded a ton right now, we could use those forever.
Okay, good. I got you. I'm Tom Martino, Mark Major, and we are solving problems on the radio, on the internet, sometimes on TV, depending on the coverage, and we have some major stories coming up. So, you know, we're just tired of people getting ripped.
Were we able to get Stone Falls Masonry and Landscaping to come on, Suzanne?
They came,
I didn't know I was going to call him today.
I wanted to know if they wanted to take another shot at justifying their price.
Oh, I'll ask him.
I mean, the guy's, his yard's not even halfway done.
If anyone who wants this guy, and if you want to spend money and not have an accountability, you can call 720-429-4646. He'll be happy to do work, and when you ask to justify it, he'll just swear and
call you a moron.
Yep, 720-429-4646, Stone Falls Masonry and Landscaping. Come on, man. Come on, dude. I worked my ass off, dude. I spent $3,000 just on rock. I had another $5,000 in labor. Dude, you effing jerk. And, you know, I don't have to tell you. What are you? You know, you paid me $16,000. You owe me another $2,000. Well, sir, can I see the receipts or can I see the timesheet? No, dude, you just got to pay me. Dude, you got to pay me an extra $2,000. Why? Can you show me? No, I don't show anybody. It's all trust. And then right after he hangs up, we get a random call from a woman.
That was the best.
Who said she wasn't listening to the show. She just wanted...
And he was on his way over to finish up her yard.
She just wanted to tell us how great he was.
And Suzanne hears him in the background.
I got to take this call quickly. And this is Antoinette. Beautiful name, Antoinette. And Antoinette has a question, and I'm going to bring up Bonnie Shields, attorney at law, who does family law of all kinds, including mediation. We love Bonnie. Antoinette, what is your question?
Good morning, everybody.
Yes.
So my question is, I'm going to give you a little history. I have a 23-year-old son who recently had a baby 7 weeks ago with a married woman.
Separated. Oh, okay.
Huh?
She is separated.
She is separated. But
are they going to get married? Your son and this married woman?
No.
How did this sordid affair happen?
Well, I'm not quite sure of all the dynamics to it, but they met somehow. They started a kind of a fling. She ends up pregnant.
Now,
By the way,
was she separated at the time they had the little nasty?
Yes, they were separated and has been, I think, for several years. Not sure why she hasn't divorced.
And then the baby's born. And what I want to know is, how old is she, did you say, compared to him?
She's about, I think, about 8 or 9 years his senior. So she's in her 30s. She has 3 other children.
Okay.
Ranging from 10 to 5, and then now the newborn baby. She's planning on leaving the state. He hasn't been put on the birth certificate as far as we know. He was there at the hospital during conception.
Is she acknowledging? Is she acknowledging it's his child?
She is, but she has also threatened him with the fact that she is married, and in the state of Colorado, the husband is assumed to be the father, so she doesn't necessarily have to put him on the birth certificate.
Okay, why wouldn't she want? Here's what I want to know: why wouldn't she want to claim the father for child support and all of that?
Well, she uses that when it's convenient for her, when she wants, but I don't know. She does, and then she doesn't. It's
What
kind of
does
a
your
back and
son
forth
want?
thing with
Does your son want a relationship?
He wants a relationship with the baby.
Okay.
He wants to establish the paternity.
And he wants to step up and help support the baby, right?
Yes, absolutely.
He wants to stand by his action.
Yes, he does. But there's stipulations with how she wants it done. He can only visit the baby at my house because he does have a girlfriend.
Well, hold on. Who's making these stipulations?
She is.
Well, she doesn't. Here's the point, okay? Here's what you're doing wrong, Antoinette.
What am I doing wrong?
You and your son are giving her all the power, and she doesn't have all the power. The power lies with the baby. The baby, it's not what she wants. It's not what he wants. It's not what you want. It's what's best for the baby. And with that said, I'm going to go to Bonnie. Bonnie, shouldn't they just take this to the courts?
Oh, he needs to file a case right away.
For parenting plan, right?
I would file it's called an APR case, allocation of parental responsibilities, and the court can order, they can order a paternity test in that case if she just,
right. If she refutes it, if she disputes it.
Serve that paperwork, she cannot leave the state of Colorado with that child.
That's right. So do it quickly.
In Colorado, if you have a baby while you're married, it's your husband's, but that can be overcome.
Do it quickly. Do you hear what she just said?
Yes,
because if you go and do a case for APR, allocation of parental responsibilities or rights, then they will order a test if she refutes it. If she doesn't refute it, it goes through. If she does refute it, then they do a test. But once it's established, either way, that he is the father, whether she acknowledges it or whether the tests show it, she cannot move. But if she moves before that, he may have a serious problem.
That's our concern. And she's planning on moving pretty quick. She just got a job offer.
No. You need to get in for an emergency hearing. You need to go see Bonnie or another qualified attorney. I would have Bonnie do it, or somebody. She might refer somebody if you can't. But please, you got to do it quickly.
Okay. Can I get Bonnie's
Yes,
number?
I'll give it to you. 303.
Okay.
798.
Okay.
1927.
Okay.
Okay,
So
and
we
do
will
it
take
quick.
care of that.
Bonnie, is there a such thing as an emergency hearing when it comes to this?
You don't need it because there'll be a court order once she's served that she can't leave the state.
Oh, good. See, once she's even served, Antoinette, so hold on and get this done. Bonnie Shields, attorney at law, 303-798-1927, for all your family law issues. Wow, we have a lot going on. You know that? A ton going on. And I love talking about this stem cell. What did I yell today when I was running in the studio? Tell the truth. What did I say? Come on. Remember?
I'm very handsome?
No, remember I said...
No, you said your back has never felt better.
Honest to God. You know, I made a deal with Mark. When I decided to have the treatment done, Mark, what did you ask? What's going to happen? What did you ask?
Well, to put it bluntly, I said, what happens if you get the shot and it doesn't work?
And then you said also make sure, there's no painkillers or anything. Not that we think...
Steroids in it?
Yeah. Not that we would think people would do that, but I made sure of that. And then I had the shot. And I'm telling you, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Now, this is lower back pain that has never gone away. I've had all kinds of stuff done, all kinds of stuff. And I have some arthritis, right? I don't know what's going on in there. I just know where they injected it, boom, gone. And that's truth. Now, they have seminars that'll answer all of your questions about stem cell therapy. No one's asking you to go in it blindly. And wherever you are, there's probably one near you. Denver, Tech Center, Littleton, Boulder, okay? Here's the number to call to get your seat. Please do it. I mean, I don't know what you have to lose for information. If you're in pain, you got to do it. Arthritis of any kind or any kind of joint pain, any kind of joint problems, it can avoid surgery. I know I could have probably avoided it. 855-262-4040. 855-262-4040. Okay? 855-262-4040. I only do the spots that wouldn't hurt down there. They would actually help.
Spots on Highway Drive in the metro area.
What'd you say? I only do spots during the first 2 hours that I think that, that he would love to have some people come down in the spring.
So That's fairly typical. Downtown, I-25
Now,
southbound slow.
the shoulder,
I was
going to ask you, how's the shoulder?
Spear, northbound
I don't
slow.
notice
from
anything,
all the way
but
to
here's
about
the problem with the
westbound
shoulder.
I-70
I never,
on the approach to York as
that's
well.
the thing, I never had a real problem, a real problem, I just had a slight problem.
All the way back to
So I'm not
I-74.
sure it's because it is so slight.
With a high near 82.
I told him that, I said, look, I don't have a real problem. So I'm not going to notice much improvement. The same with knees, I have no problem.
Okay, how?
You just did it.
They just did it so we could measure the joint space. But I do know that my back, I swear to God, you know, I get like stiff now and then when I work out, then it goes away like a normal person. But it's not sore all the time.
Just because you hear all kinds of commercials
Am I happy about
low
that?
rate, good terms, and fast closings,
Think you're
doesn't
really
mean they're
pain.
all the same. Anyone can make promises,
Do you have any
but I
pain?
want a
Nope.
sure thing. I want Ideal Home Loans.
Besides being
My
stiff.
next Ideal Home
Oh,
Loan.
playing racquetball gets foot pain.
Yeah, but then it goes away, right? Yeah, that's normal shit. Huh?
Their 3-week closing, guaranteed in writing. Their rates, guaranteed in writing.
My
Their
mom's
terms,
got back.
guaranteed in
I'd
writing. And that's
like to
upfront
put
before
this
you even do business with them. They
But they say she has
Scoliosis. That's what I have, a mild case.
Okay.
That's an S in your spine.
Right. Does this, you won't do anything, right? Because,
Well, some cases are really bad, and they get worse and worse and worse. Some aren't.
867-7000. IdealHomeLoans.com. Also on my referral list at referrallist.com. 303-867-7000.
Ideal Home Loans is regulated by the Division of Real Estate, NMLS number 136756. Call 303-867-7000. Example based on $250,000 loan amount, 32% DTI, 740 credit score, owner-occupied financing, 80% loan to value.
Field Guide to the Gross Emitter, an old car that spews out obnoxious exhaust smoke, aka junker or rust bucket. A gross emitter can pollute 100 times more than a new car. So don't sell your old polluting car. Donate it to the Clear the Air Foundation, where it will be crushed and recycled. Learn more at cleartheairfoundation.org. That's cleartheairfoundation.org.
Clear the Air
Project of the Colorado Automobile Dealers Association,
God, I
area
love this
cooperation
restaurant
with
one.
the Colorado Broadcasters Association and this station.
Time to clean cars.
You want me to help you with that?
Who I'll call.
Yeah, I'm going to basically set up the,
I'll build it for you, do I?
Because I've never
I want you to do all the design, for the most part.
because when zero
And
red
then I'll do the
But I'm going to go through and make sure, like right now it's
Tell
got,
me what you want. I'll
it's
go
got
do it.
clubs and parks.
Yeah, I'll take care of that. You do all that. You can take care of all of that.
I don't know, I might want clubs and parks. The more I think
We want
about it,
events.
it's a pretty cool review site.
We want bars, events, all that.
oh, I got you all that there.
they feel like new.
I mean, you could add anything on here. I mean, you could literally add churches on here, for example.
Call now and get
I had this down. It's spoiled.
People.
Every day you guys gotta put in that business seminar. Every day.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Thank you. Keep reminding me. Put it online.
No, because I've been putting the banner up.
Oh, Jesus, Tom. Okay. I had it, Dan. What the hell happened? How do you lose it once you have it?
Candidates to hire can be, well, like trying to find a needle in a
Damn it.
Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter.
Did you decide, you guys, what you were, I thought you at one time what you were gonna do to make sure everybody got there, you were gonna charge them and give it back once they showed up.
Charge who for what?
The seminar.
No.
No, then you give it back to them
No.
once they show up.
Nah, we're not.
No, we were going to do that.
If we ordered
We
food
didn't
and,
talk about that with the serious one.
Only ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
You know what?
All sizes. ZipRecruiter offers the most qualified job.
This reminds me of my Chinese ping pong player, Wei Wong.
Wei Wong.
That's right.
God, do you remember that airplane one that got on 60 Minutes, or got on CNN?
Yes.
Ching Chang Bang. The oh my God, it was the funniest damn thing I
And
ever heard.
then what he did was Howard Cosell said, look at that Chinaman run.
No,
That's Terry Rice.
it wasn't
I could
China.
look that monkey run.
Yeah.
Somebody said something about a Chinaman, too.
Oh, I could.
Chinaman's not.
That was called
Yes, it
Cosell
is.
on Monday Night Football.
Chinaman is not.
Oh,
gay.
come
Yeah, it is.
Mark!
I think it is.
You think for real?
Well,
How about Canadian man? Is that bad
that's a
too?
good point.
That is a
Russian
good point.
man?
American man.
Why is
that
that? I don't get why that's wrong.
You've got a good point.
Hi. Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. I'm out of breath doing my little hoops during the
That's a
there was a point
sad state of affairs.
There was a point I could lob this bottle and never miss. Then there was a point where, I don't know, it's just not consistent, like golf. 303-713-TALK. Let's keep going to solve your problems, okay? Keep the calls coming. We do want to help you. I'm going to take you in the order you've come in here. I know you've been waiting, Kurt. Go ahead, Kurt. I'm sorry for the wait. What's going on?
Well, I had hail damage on my roof.
Okay.
And, Chester came out, and, you know, but she, let me give you a little background. They've had the same company has insured this roof. The roof is 17 years old.
Okay.
But they've insured it through that entire 17 years.
Okay. What company? What company are you getting ripped off by?
American Family.
Okay, let me tell you something. You are sadly, without even looking at your policy, just another issue, you are sadly overpaying for insurance. I'll bet you're overpaying by at least $1,000, unless you have a small home. What's your premium?
It's about $1,600 a year.
Yeah. You know what you're going to love? You're going to love, after this call, no matter what we do for you, you're going to call Compass Insurance, and you're going to tell them what your rate is and what you're covered for, and you're going to save a ton of money every single month. Having the same company for 17 years is the worst thing you can do with insurance, because you overpaid. Now, let's get to your problem. What's wrong?
Well, the roof needs to be replaced.
Yes. And what's wrong? Are they going to do it?
Well, they're going to do it, but the less recoverable depreciation is like over half of the cost to replace the roof.
I don't understand what you're saying. Do you have replacement coverage?
Yes.
Okay, if you have replacement coverage, they cut you a check for the actual cash value up front. Then, when it's done, they cut you a check for the rest.
So I don't have to. The way I read it, the recoverable depreciation, they're depreciating the value of the roof.
Kurt, I don't know what they're doing. I'm only going by what you're telling me. If you have full replacement coverage, you will get paid whatever it costs to replace that roof, providing it's fair and market value and they're not exaggerating. For example, if the roof is going to cost $16,000 to replace, let's say that the roof right now is worth $4,000 or $5,000 or $6,000, whatever it's worth right now in its depreciated state, not in its damaged state, but in its depreciated state the day before the hailstorm. They're going to take that value. Let's say it's $5,000, and they're going to give you a check up front. Let's say it's $8,000. They'll give you $8,000 up front. Once the roof is completed, they have the option of inspection. They don't have to. They can get a submission of completion by the roofer, and then they cut a check to you for the balance. That's how it works if you have full replacement coverage. Some companies go so far as to write the entire check up front, less your deductible, but they don't have to. Now, then there are others that have only actual cash value coverage, and they do not have replacement coverage. So you fall into one of those categories. Which one is it? I don't know.
Well, on the thing it says ACV, so I assume that stands for actual.
Now, wait a minute. Where does it say ACV?
On our estimate.
I'm not talking about your estimate, sir. I am talking about your coverage, your premium that you're paying for, your insurance policy. What does it say on your declarations page for your roof?
Well, I don't know.
Okay. Here's the point, Kurt. You've had insurance for 17 years, and you don't even know what kind of coverage you have. I'm not trying to give you a hard time.
Right.
But you need to know. You need to find out.
Send us a copy of the declaration and we can tell you.
But what is the problem right now, Kurt? What is the problem? Did they cut you a check and you don't think it's enough? Did they say they're going to be cutting another check? You haven't even told me the problem yet. What is the problem?
Well, the way I've seen it, they valued the roof at the whole total replacement cost for all the damage is $11,293.
Okay, and then what?
And then they cut me a check for $5,579 under an actual cash value.
Okay, so on that check they wrote you for $55.79, did they write on that check ACV?
Let me see.
You just said it. You just said they wrote me a check for actual cash value. How do you know? Did they tell you that? You got to communicate with me, Kurt. Where did you come up with the idea of actual cash value? Where?
On their estimate.
Okay. On their estimate, they said actual cash value was $5,579?
Right.
Okay. Did they say that they would be cutting you a second check when it's done?
Oh, yeah.
They did say that?
Yes.
Good. Then you have replacement coverage.
Okay.
So what is your deductible, sir?
It's $500.
Oh my God. You gotta call Compass Insurance Group. But so far, here's what's going to happen. You're going to hire a roofer. Preferably, you'll get one that doesn't take any money up front, or at least takes only a little as they go. Then, like Excel Roofing, you're going to do no money up front, and you're going to not get ripped off.
Do you have high interest credit cards?
He's prime to be ripped off. The next call we get from him will be about the rip-off.
This is Ross Kaminsky for my friends.
God almighty.
Did you ever see this, Dan? Look at this.
What is it?
This is the funniest shit I ever saw. This guy, this newscaster in California, literally put this up. This Asian Flight 242.
Oh, I remember this. This was a while back, wasn't it?
Yep. Captain Something Wong.
Wasn't
We
after,
Too Low. Holy Fook.
Wasn't it like after what's his name flew in the Hudson River, and so they put it in there?
No, this one people actually died.
Oh, we got the third and the fourth.
I remember.
Mark,
Big Ding Owl.
Mark, since I'm out of town that week, you have to figure out, are you working the third?
No. Third and fourth, I already told him I'm sending them 2 best of.
Yeah, good. And you'll do the 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Yeah.
This is Denver's Talk.
No, 4-day weekend, hell no.
After the news on 630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
Captain Something Wong.
No, wait a minute. They didn't actually publish
They not only did they publish it, they put it on air like CNN live.
And they thought they were reading the real thing.
They really thought these were the captain's names.
Oh,
Captain Something Wong.
When did they read it?
They read it live on the air.
Well, on what air?
On CNN.
What was it?
It was an air crash. It was literally a jet
who wrote
crash.
the copy?
Was the writer? Was the writer?
KTVU. We Too Low. It was Asian Flight 214. Holy fuck. And Big Dang Owl. Can you imagine this guy reading the news?
I can't remember at the end.
Captain.
If they got it at the very end.
How do I get freaking, I want to hear this so bad.
So they started reading those on the air as a news story.
God,
I want to hear it.
I
Bring
do
it up.
too. I am. How do I get
Oh,
volume?
I have audio.
Okay, I'll bring it up. Something Wong.
We Too Low.
We Too Low. Their captains' names were Something Wong.
Right. Wasn't that the end that they said, "Whoa, this is wrong"?
I don't think they caught it.
They caught it.
Something. Oh my God! I can't believe these idiots played it.
I remember they had that on for a while.
A top-class newborn baby on the way more than 30 years after the original movie was in theaters.
Hey, the small business up 4 till what? Maybe I should put that 4 till 6. It's going to be 2 hour or.
No, it's going to be 4 till probably 7 maybe.
Okay, should I put that on there?
How do I play something on YouTube here? Not over the air, just here.
Denver mattress.
Sunny today with a high in the low 80s. Tonight partly cloudy and a low of 53. Tomorrow
Something wrong.
75. Friday mostly cloudy and a high of 72.
Denver mattress is getting in on the Memorial Day festivities with up to 5 years no interest and a great deal on Tempur-Pedic.
Ah.
Right now, save
The pilots' names were Captain Sumting Wong, Wee Too Low, Holy Fook, Big Dang Al.
What was that, Big Dang?
Big Dang Al.
Special you can't miss.
Ah, man, if I worked with that guy, I would never.
Yeah.
It's not potted up in here, so you should be able to just hit play.
Oh.
I don't know how you turn the speaker on so you can hear it, though.
Gnostic report, so even if they can't fix it, at least you'll know they've taken out all the unknowns. 303-781-9858. 303-781-9858. And on my referral list at referralist.com.
I'm Dan Webster.
And I'm Trina Webster, founders of Z-Quiet.
Oh, wait.
Our story.
God, I gotta hear. I don't even know what made me think of this. It's gotta be the damn funniest thing that ever went out live.
Yep, you're right.
It's way better than your average Baba Booey. How do you listen to it right here? How do you turn up the speaker? How do you hear it?
On the headsets.
We have new information now also on the plane crash. KTVU has just learned the names of the 4 pilots who were on board the flight. They are
It's as fucking real as it is.
Sum Ting Wong, Wee Too Low, Ho Lee Fook, and Bang Ding Ao. The NTSB has confirmed these are the names of the pilots on board Flight 214.
I love how they come back and say, we have confirmed.
Roles each of them played during the landing on Saturday.
Captain, we too low.
Now, does he apologize for it here?
I don't know.
What's this one up next? Yeah, let's hear it. Go.
I wonder if she's still on the air.
He's open for takeoff and landings once again this morning. Meantime, a major embarrassment for San Francisco TV station and the NTSB. The station was tricked into airing a racially insensitive report specifically identifying the crew members of the plane. And the NTSB
They're not playing it, though.
Is racially insensitive.
We have new information now also on the plane crash. KTVU has just learned the names of the 4 pilots who were on board the flight. They are Captain Sum Ting Wong, Wee Too Low, Ho Lee Fook, and Bang Ding Ao.
Bang Ding Ao.
These are the names of the pilots on board Flight 214 when it crashed.
Oh my God. Would you ever, if that was your coworker, would you ever let that go? The only thing close to that was one of the Stern listeners during the OJ chase. Remember at the end, OJ's back at his house, still in the Bronco. They had this guy call up, acting like he was an old black guy. It was that kind of like voice. Oh, I see OJ right now. He's in the back of the Bronco. And he got right through on CNN. And it was all...
Oh, I see.
Oh, my God, it was the funniest thing in the world.
It's like
OJ's back in the Bronco right now.
It's like a live update from...
Yeah, I know. We're going to go live to wherever he was. Oh, my God. I'll find that one, too. That one has had me in stitches like 20 times.
What was Ross's email, did he say?
What do you mean? Oh, what is his email? Is that what you're asking? You want me to send it to you?
Do you have it?
Yeah.
This is the Troubleshooter Show.
Oh, I have it. Never mind. On that email.
I think it's Ross Dot.
Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Help me if you can, I'm feeling down.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Welcome to the show. We are here to help you. All you have to do is call at 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Welcome. What is going on in your life and how can we help you? We ask that every day. I've been asking it for 40 years. And what we do is try to get directly involved when we think there is a bigger story and we need to protect people, or we give you advice and help from the referral list. Okay, let's keep going. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Kimber, is it Kimberly?
Just Kimber.
Kimber, just Kimber. What's happening, Kimber? Kimber? Nothing is happening for Kimber. So let's go to Les. Hey, Les, what's going on?
Oh.
Hi.
Hello.
What is happening?
Well, I told your screener, we got a 1970 or 1998 Ford van that had a history of it would drive and drive, and you take it places, and in the most inconvenient place that you took it, it wouldn't start back up.
Well, when you say a history, it's 19 years old. How long has it been going on?
Oh, 4 or 5, 6 years.
Okay.
Okay, so, and it was a friend of ours, and they said they're going to get a new van, so how would you like this van? I said, well, I can't have it like that, because I'm, whatever. So we took it to a place called Top Neck Tech Automotive and explained what I just explained to you.
It's called Top what?
Tech Automotive.
Gotcha.
And said it doesn't start back up. I mean, for no reason, at no particular time. You know, it doesn't have a rhyme.
Did it crank? Was it a crank no start or what?
Oh, no, it cranked. Big time crank.
Got it.
So they said, okay. They called us up and said, well, the problem is a computer thing, and I'm not savvy automotive. I can fax you these things if you want to see it. But anyways, it's going to cost you $1,000. They did a diagnostic.
All right, so let's get to the point. What did they do for you, and what's the problem?
The problem is that when we got it back out and they said it's fixed, we got 2 miles, turned it off, went into a Safeway.
Oh, no, it did the same thing. Did you spend $1,000?
Yes.
Now, I want to ask you something. If you wrote the work order the right way or the wrong way, here's the wrong way. They say on the work order, we'll replace such and such, here's the cost, and we'll do this, here's the cost. That's the wrong way. Here's the right way. We'll install such and such to correct the non-start problem. Which way was the work order written?
I think it's a second.
It did mention that they actually entered into a contract to fix the problem.
The only problem that I brought it in for was the
no,
problem.
That's not what I asked. Not what I asked. What I'm saying is, did you commit them? Did you commit them in writing to what you asked, or did they? Because a lot of shops will just put down what they're doing for you, and if they do it, they fulfilled their contract. If they put down what it's curing and it doesn't, they have breached their contract.
But let's assume they're a good shop. So what happened? What are they going to do for you?
Okay, good idea, right?
We took it back. They said, well, you know, we didn't diagnose it the way we should have. It has some other problems with that when we put in the new chip. And I told them I brought it in.
What did they do for the $1,000 to begin with first? What did they do?
Diagnose the car to try to find the problem and replace the computer chip thing.
What do you mean? Okay, so...
And so they had it another week, and we talked and said, well, you know, we also put down there in the diagnosis they need a water pump and brakes, and, you know, you could probably use a tune-up. And I said, that's really great. That's not what I brought it in for. That's not what we paid for. You know, that's good information. But I want this problem.
Okay, so did you pay more money?
No, I did not pay more money.
What did you do?
I got the car back, and last Sunday, went to a gas station, did the same thing. They told me the last time, well, that's what you say. We weren't really there. We videoed it. It won't start. Crank, 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 won't start. Had to tow it again.
First of all, did they even replace the chip?
I don't know that. What I know now is we tried to call the owner. The owner won't return the calls. The shop, he has 2 shops, one in the Springs, one out in Falcon.
Who is it?
The other, my wife talked to him today.
Who is him? Who is him?
Dennis at Top Tech in Falcon.
He's the owner?
No, I don't know the owner's name.
All right.
My wife does, but I don't. Anyways, well, you know, we think it needs a tune-up. It's $450, and I said, no, you misunderstood.
Right.
I paid you
to
fix this problem.
Right. Well,
said,
actually, it could say, no, actually, the work order could say you paid him to replace the chip, which is exactly what he did, if that's what it says. That's why I need to see the work order.
but he said verbally to me.
That doesn't matter.
I know you don't like verbally.
No, well, no, I don't mind it, Les, if I call him and he says, yes, I agreed to fix that problem for this price and I was wrong, then what I would say to him is this: then back it out. Give him his old chip back. Let's back this thing out. We're done. Get his money back. Paying money for nothing sucks. We want to call the shop and get to the bottom of it. Maybe we'll have Deputy Dan or Mark.
I'll call him on break. In fact, if you watch on Facebook and stuff, maybe I'll call in here if we have time.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Call during the break, Les. Hold on. Yeah, there's something wrong there. You pay $1,000 and absolutely nothing changes? Come on. $1,000 is a lot of money. I'd at least want proof that they did the chip. Proof.
Well, and even if they did do it, if it didn't fix a problem, that's
right. Back it
very
out.
good.
Back it out. Now, remember, folks, on your invoices, please have them write down what they're fixing. 303-713-TALK. Because that's what happens with auto problems. So here's the deal. For example, at Pro Auto Care, they'll write down the diagnostics. They'll write them down. They will address those problems. They will work with you after that if they did not fix it. Now, they might redo it. They might do the additional work free, or they may give you back what they take out what they put in that didn't work and then put in something that does work. That's the difference between a good shop and a bad shop. I love Pro Auto Care because of it. And Alaramis is on on 2 locations near Evans and I-25, and he's near Bowles and Santa Fe. And they also have computer programs to keep track of all your maintenance, and they'll give you reminders. So let me just sneak that in while we're talking about it, because I love the way he does it. 303 Pro Auto. That's 303 Pro Auto, and the website is 303proauto.com. Now, let's keep going here, and we will call that shop during the break, okay? Sherry's got a car accident question. Sherry, welcome. What's going on?
This is curious, Tom.
Yeah, let's hear it. It's curious.
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
My daughter was in a car accident, and she was taking a left turn, and the driver ran a red light, and thank God they only took the front bumper, everything in front of the radiator off of her car.
Now, let's hope they were running a red light, because what the law says, did she have an arrow?
She had a green arrow.
Oh, that's even more better, as they say, because the law says, and a lot of people don't know this, that you are allowed to turn left on a red. When you're turning left, if you turn immediately left, one car is allowed to turn on a red, which would still put you in the right. But you were even righter or more in the right, more better, because you had the turn signal, so, the left arrow. So now, what's going on?
Well, she was, there was a woman driving, and the man in the car, they actually went another block. They didn't slow down at all. They were probably going about 45.
Whoa, my gosh. 45? Yeah. Okay, so where are we now? What are you calling about?
Well, we at the scene, he immediately came back and started hassling my daughter, and 911 dispatch says, lock yourself in your car, get away from him. And because he's saying, why did you ran the light? And actually, the police at the time came and investigated, and they said that...
Did anybody get a ticket?
He got a ticket. She got a ticket. The driver of the other car.
Okay, the other car. Got it.
Driving.
For running a red light?
For careless driving.
She didn't get cited for running a red light?
No, it was careless driving.
All right.
And so when we called their insurance company, they said, well, she said she didn't run the red light. And
yeah,
she said
they don't have to go by the police report. There are 2 things. There's the traffic case and the civil case. Your civil case is going to rely on the insurance company, your daughter, and the other person, and any witnesses.
And, of course, nobody stopped.
So the other insurance company, let me guess, they're claiming either denying it all or just a portion of liability.
All of it. They're saying it was, the other people, are saying they didn't run the light and that it was my daughter's fault.
And that's, guess what? You got to fight it. But the way you do it, normally, is you have your insurance company pay for you. They pay for them, and then your insurance company fights them for subrogation. So, do you have collision coverage?
We have just minimum coverage because it's an old beater of a car.
So you do not have collision.
Nope.
Okay.
We have liability.
Okay.
So we called our insurance company, and they...
Well, they're not going to help you. You don't have coverage. You don't have an insurance company when it comes to collision.
Yep.
So you don't have it. But here's another solution. You have to sue the other driver directly for the damages, and then you use the traffic ticket as your evidence.
Okay.
Now, they can deny it, but it's going to be you sue. How much is it going to cost?
It's an 04, 06 Stratus, so it's not an expensive
Is it totaled?
car.
No, it's not. You said it just clipped it.
No, it's totaled. It's going to be, we got an estimate.
Take them to small claims court.
Yeah, if it's $7,500 or under, go to small claims court. Here's what is important. You sue the other party directly. Then the insurance company is going to say, you can't do that. We cover her. And you say, oh, yes, I can. And no matter how much they bitch about it, they cannot move that case. If they move the case out of small claims court, small claims rules still apply for relaxed rules of evidence. So it's a way to sue the other girl, and when she gets sued, she's going to call her insurance company and raise hell. Then she may not be so quick to say, I didn't do it. So just use that tactic. It's the only one you can do when you don't have insurance coverage. Otherwise, your insurance company would fight the claim.
This report is brought to you by...
Turn that down just a second.
We're calling the other. We're calling what?
The automotive guy hung up before I could get any info.
He hung up, so he doesn't want help.
He's gone?
He's gone.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't even last 45 seconds. So he's like, I was just fielding a call, and boom, he was
Forget it.
gone.
We're not going to call them. We want
Well,
help.
I mean, shit. I can't even. What would I possibly even say?
Okay, now.
See if he calls back.
Okay, how did I do it? I need to be consistent. So,
We're just going to put a little hoop right
Pull
here.
your,
So you got to make it in the hoop.
You gotta hear this one. Pull your email up real quick.
Place mine.
Paint and
then I
place.
say
Paint.
She calls it paint in, the letter N,
Oh, it
place.
is? Okay.
That's how she put it on Facebook.
Put it back up. This is
Place, right.
real as hell. Where's your headphones?
Why, are you putting it up somewhere?
No,
This
I'm
guy
putting in
was
as far as
pissed.
the thing.
This is
called
Peter
paint
Jennings.
place.
This guy was
Paint
pissed that
place.
they were showing the OJ during the basketball game, the chase.
You're so funny.
Come on.
Oh, dear.
Why does this whole damn thing work? I'm a simple man. Start it loaded the whole thing.
So weird.
Just seems
Who's there?
This is
Oh,
Peter
this is
Jennings.
wants everybody to be calm.
Who's pissed?
Oh, this is that OJ
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
That's hilarious.
Just about as tense as you are. So.
My lord, this is quite tense.
Who's this guy?
He's a Bodie phone calling to Peter Jennings
Oh.
live. Oh, yeah.
Yes, how are you?
Just about as tense as you are. So.
Oh, my lord, this is quite tense.
What can you see?
What I'm looking at right now is I'm looking at the van, and I see OJ kind of slouching down, looking very, very upset.
This is a Howard Stern.
Oh, it is. It's totally. Yeah, this was Peter Jennings.
I don't know what he's going to be doing.
Can you see him doing anything specific? Is he merely sitting there?
He is just sitting
Why is he talking so low,
just,
Peter
looking
Jennings?
like he's very nervous.
Yeah, fast way.
Can you hear anything?
At the end, he finally figures out his face. He goes, and a Baba Booey to you too.
Do you think this is Howard Stern?
Oh, it was.
What did he say?
A Baba Booey to you all. Now listen, they get it.
The driveway of O.J. Simpson's
It's somewhere someone whispers to him, "That was fake, you dumbass."
They say that?
They don't say dumbass.
in the doorway of the house.
OJ looks awful scared.
By the way, just for the record, this is Al Michaels. That was a totally farcical call.
Farcical.
Lest anybody think that was somebody who was truly across the street. That was not. He said something in code at the end that's indicative of mentioning the name of
Bobby Bowie? Oh, he's a certain radio talk show.
Didn't he die?
Who?
Baba Booey.
No, he's his producer. Baba.
Why would you even mention that? You just say it's a farce phone call and forget it.
Oh my God. Can you believe though that he fell for that? I'm looking at
going on so
OJ.
long. I don't know.
Remember that whole chase was on for like 5 hours, man. But that's why the guy called in. It was the finals of the basketball game. It was the finals. It was like game 5. And he's watching it, and they went to the chase, and the guy got so pissed he calls in and does the phony phone call.
I wonder if he uses his iHeart. And the Baba Booey to you too.
Fucking Peter Jennings.
When they do it live like that, I'm sure they have to have a delay also, right?
What's that?
They still do delay even on a live like that.
No.
No?
Not back then.
Really?
No.
Well, we've had it for years. We had delay.
No, that's TV though. He's saying that was a live chase. There's no way they can delay a camera.
They won't delay live like that.
So that guy could have really...
Oh, he got right through. Isn't that funny? I see OJ in the back.
No, but he could have really been saying some stuff. I think you just take your pants off.
He thought, so Tom said, if you say Catholic schoolgirl, that's bad. Then this morning he's saying you can't say Chinaman because that's bad. I don't know where you get this list.
That Chinaman, you're right, but you know, it used to be a derogatory statement, I think, that.
Why?
Well, damn Chinaman, you know, like, I don't know.
Damn Canadian man?
I know, I agree. I know what you're saying.
Hi. Tom Martino here. Welcome. 303-713-8255. Welcome to the show. We are here to help you solve problems, answer questions, take complaints, and make your life a little easier each and every day. Get some calls in. I'll let you know when the line's open. You can also call 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466. That number works 24/7. Two important things. Overtaxed. Those of you getting your property tax valuations probably are pissed off. You can get a copy of the book free of charge at referralist.com. Hit the link on the top. You look at the main menu on referralist.com where it says blog and everything, and you move over to the far right on that menu, and it says download Overtaxed. Hit it, and you will get it free. Okay, free. Then we have a business seminar coming up on
June 6th.
How to start a business, how to run a business, whether it's small, medium, or large. Everything you need to know, especially about the internet, about digital marketing, accounting, about everything. And we will have experts there. It's free of charge. You may know your trade, but you don't know the business of business and the fundamentals. And
even stuff like paying sales tax, collecting money, what to do with
it,
payroll.
You, I will tell you the secrets of avoiding complaints and endearing your heart. Endearing yourself into the hearts and minds of consumers. The whole shooting match we will have when?
June 6th, 4 p.m. Don't know where yet. I'll decide Friday, depending on how many people.
We're trying.
Sign up at troubleshooter.com.
We're finding what we're doing, and they sign up. If they go to Referral List or Troubleshooter, what do they see?
No, they actually email sign up at troubleshooter.com.
Oh, well, you got to make that clear.
I know.
Email this. Sign up at troubleshooter.com. It's an email address.
Yep.
Sign up.
And then I'll be getting back to you.
One word, sign up at troubleshooter.com. We will have the seminar in the majority, where the majority of people are coming from, okay? So we got all that. Now let's get to the phones because he can't wait. Brian can't hold. He's on a lunch hour. Brian, what did you want to do, Brian?
Well, Tom, I wanted to weigh in on blinker.com.
Yes. Are you one of the ones that called and I told you to go there?
No.
Okay.
I actually heard it on your show, though.
And what did you do?
I immediately went down and, bought a new car, turned around, want to sell my Honda, went through the app, downloaded it, got my appraisal on everything. And
all you had to do was download it and take a picture of it, right?
Picture of the back end, and the lights line up, and it gives you your entire history of your car.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Does it give you an estimate of value, too?
Yes, it does. It gives you 3 ways. It gives you dealer trade-in, retail value, and also what was the third one? There was a third one.
Was it a loan value?
I can't. No.
Okay.
There was, but anyway.
But you can list it for whatever you want, right?
Correct, and that's what I did. I started up high and, of course, didn't get any bites. And then after about a month, I just went ahead and dropped it down where they kind of told me to go, which was about 8,000. Ended up selling it for 75, and I owed a lot less than that. But it was flawless. It was so easy.
You never had to meet the guy, did you? Or you did?
Never.
Right.
The people who actually came by to buy it, they didn't even test drive it. They go, no, we know it's a good car. We're just going to buy it. I'll tell you that right now. Okay. So they came up, and they already had their financing.
Wasn't the money deposited right in your account? Are you there, Brian? We got disconnected right at that moment. Yeah, he was just telling us how great it was. Blinker.com.
And it's free.
Yeah, it's unbelievable for selling used cars. Hey, Joe, what happened? What's happening?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so I have a rental property, and I have a tenant in there.
Yes?
And he got married, and his wife is now living in there. And so he's asking me about amending the lease to show her in there.
Yes, what about it?
I don't know. Is there a form? Is it necessary?
Well, okay, let's put it this way. The lease that he has is for him, right?
Yes.
And the lease is for how long?
1 year.
It usually says in the lease what is required. If it doesn't address permanent visitors or residents, then he doesn't have to.
I would say for this guy to do it right now, though, because you're going to have a second person on the hook.
Wait,
this
are
is
you the
purely
one,
for your benefit.
You're the one doing it, right, Joe? You are, right? I was talking in third person. Is it you?
I'm the owner.
Okay. And you're the owner renting it out, right?
Yes.
And this person that is living there that has a lease with you, that person wants to add someone?
That's correct.
Okay. Now I understand. First of all, are you requiring that?
No, he approached me.
Why does he want to do it that way? I'm curious.
I wish I knew.
Well, they must be sharing the rent. See, here's what I'm getting at. The
only thing I can think of is that he wants her to be on the hook as much as him.
Yeah, but here's the deal. You have to make sure that if she's added to the list or to the lease, that each of them is responsible for the whole thing, not half and half. Do you understand that?
Yes, yes. So let me ask you.
And then with the security deposit, you have to make it very clear that you're not taking half from each. You're taking one security deposit, and it's up to them to work it out.
Okay, do you know, is there a form that allows it?
Call Brandon Sigler.
I don't think there is a form for that. I don't think so. But I would recommend a new lease starting from some date forward to the end of what that lease is, or if you want to extend it, that's up to you, extend it. But I would do a new lease. I would not amend anything.
Okay, so one reason why he may be wanting to do this is because he wants out of the lease, he wants out of the unit altogether. And he's thinking that if we cancel one lease, that this is, and then there's no lease in place.
Well, you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. You would do it simultaneously, it's called. You would write a lease that upon execution takes the place of the first lease.
Right.
You don't cancel one and then do another. You do one that supersedes upon execution. So as soon as you sign it, the new lease with both of them on it will be the new lease. Now, however, if the guy does want out of the lease and he found someone who wants to live there, why don't you just be open about it? Ask him, and then do it the right way.
He doesn't have anybody to take over. No.
Well, why does he want to add someone to the lease?
I can't answer that question.
Well,
maybe for credit.
Good. Listen. The guy's already renting it, Mark. Why does he have to do it for credit? He's already renting it.
No. I'm saying maybe that's why he wants to add his new wife on the lease for her credit.
It's not his wife, is it?
Yes, it's his wife. They just got married. But the thing is I don't report. Well, maybe I don't report
Joe,
credit bureaus.
Here's the deal, okay? I have no idea why he wants to do it. And until I found out, I wouldn't do it. Because it sounds fishy to me.
God, I'm the opposite. I would have them sign a new lease and make sure they're both on the hook.
No, that's fine. But I would want to know, why is he doing it?
What's the downside? What would the downside be to the landlord in this case?
There would be no downside to doing a new lease that supersedes the old one.
That's exactly what I do.
Upon execution, there is no downside.
Yep, and you'll have two people on the hook.
There's no downside, Joe.
I'm going to call Brandon and go down that path.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, there is no downside. I just would wonder, why are you doing it? You don't have to. You're married. You know, 303-713-8255. We got a lot to talk about. I want you to stick around, and I want to tell you this, that we have all kinds of news coming up about the cases we're following. Mark is going to, we're going to talk about our seminar, too, and then that book that you want to download. Genesis Total Exteriors for Home Improvements is the place to call. He's filling up quickly for spring and summer. If you have projects and you want someone who's honest, that won't take the money and run, that's Mark Szymanski, GenesisTotalExteriors.com. Also doing interiors, 303-679-8509.
Numbers.
I forgot, we didn't call that auto shop because they weren't, he hung up.
The guy hung up. I wonder if the shop called him when they heard we were on.
18 years, you choose 3 credit optimization. Even if you're approved, they can make small tweaks to your credit to get you even lower rates and fees.
Jack needs to
Free
email
approval.
Ross
It's
about
like a cat
visiting
deal
him
when
in
you
the
make an
studio.
offer. All you need is an appraisal. 5 free
Jeez, this is amazing.
And everything is guaranteed in writing. I could go on and on and on, but I have a show to do. Ideal Home Loans for your next ideal home.
347 click-throughs.
For what?
Ideal Home Loans is regulated by the Division of Real Estate. NMLS number 136756. Call
347 as of this second. Directly to there.
And how much is the budge?
It's going to end up, its maximum at
25. I'm excited. I'm getting a total knee replacement. Well, some might consider this thought less than laughable.
And why do you tell that other guy it was going to be so much for
Because
I'm by an entrepreneur.
That automotive guy emailed me, so check your email. I sent the info.
Key to getting relief for knee arthritis is finding the correct treatment sooner rather than later.
All right, let me call this guy.
The Institute is on the forefront of medically proven.
Here's his
allowing thousands to cancel or delay.
customer states that crank no start, labor, diagnostic test, road test.
What is this?
Verify customer complaint. This is the thing.
He did get back to us, the auto guy?
Did you send that to Tom too?
Thousands have said goodbye to their knee arthritis pain at the
Check related engine.
Yeah, send it to me.
At 800-578-KNEE to see if you can be pain-free. Call 800-578-KNEE to schedule your risk-free knee pain screening.
Recommendations.
578-KNEE or 5633. Call now. If you want luxury granite or quartz.
Yeah, they did this, man.
You need to call.
They actually put on the invoice too what the problem was. It looks like they verified it.
Gold star with the Better Business.
And then they sold them a
Granite remodels your kitchen.
PCN.
Bathroom vanity for free. Call them right now at 303-386-5919. That's 303-386-5919 or online at artofgranite.net.
Nothing is more important than your health. I'm Donnie, owner of...
Why would we have an Art of Granite commercial during my show that someone else did?
Save up to 50% off.
I got to tell you, and I know you feel the same way, he's getting it.
30 years on motors. And our tough straight equipment.
Oh my God. When I was out the other day when you had your colon blow show,
I-25 and 58th Ave.
I hurt his spot on everywhere.
C470 or fitnessgallery.com.
Being accused of a crime can ruin your life.
Get help with highly respected, skilled trial attorney Joe Lazzara. He's offering a free initial consultation and up to $500 off his services. 303-429-6200. That's 429-6200.
Now, what does it say he's going to do?
MyTopTechAuto.net.
Kitchens and baths, windows and doors. There's absolutely no reason.
It doesn't say anything about solving that problem, what he's going to do.
For that awesome bath that always
Well, you see it right there. It says test drive. It says all kinds of shit. Test drive to verify.
Scan system to verify fault code. Check related engine sensor. Hold technical service bulletins. So the 725 was just a diagnostic, Mark. Mark.
No. It says, look right under it. It says parts, PCM, 700 or something.
What's PCM?
awesome rooms. Computer. That's what we do. Whether it's a
Hey, it's Mark Major with the Tom Martino Show. Who's the owner down there? We've got a caller on the line that I guess had some kind of issue, and we were hoping we could get a comment from you guys.
Our family can do for your family. Kitchens, baths, counters, and floors, and even replace.
Okay, what's a good way to reach him, or can maybe you or someone else comment on it if I give you the guy's info? Hold on. Les Dawson.
A coach, a mentor, or all of the above.
And he came in because occasionally the vehicle wouldn't start.
Things like marijuana, because whether you know.
I'm trying to see what it is here. 1998 Ford E350 Econoline Club. And I guess ultimately you guys sold him a PCM, but it still is doing the exact same thing.
Can be the one that matters most, because you're a parent, a teacher, a coach, a mentor, or all of the above. And your kid saying no starts with you saying something. Get tools and tips at goodtoknowcolorado.com.
Call Champion Windows and stop
Okay. It hasn't taken out the new computer though, right?
For a limited time, save with Champion's buy two, get one window free offer, plus 60-month low interest financing.
Now, I understand exactly what you're saying, but it hasn't ruined the new one. So could he get away with just that one coil pack?
All about it this afternoon with Michael Brown, beginning at 4 on 630.
Oh, it's a whole, I got what you're saying. And then, how much is that?
Oh.
I understand. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I'm going to update that. I get it. Thanks. Bye.
I'm Tom Martino, and we are solving problems. Mark just got off the phone. That's what I was alluding to before, and I wasn't sure. I was hesitating if he was going to get through, and the guy was going to call back. But the guy that called about his car, he said he spent $1,000, got nothing to solve the problem, and he wants to know why. And he sent us the work order. It's very clear.
I got some questions for him.
Okay. You got some answers for him? Or
well, I got both. I mean, I don't have the answer yet, but I've got the shop's opinion.
He's not on, right, Suzanne?
I'm working on it right now.
All right, let's just hold and we'll come back to it. But basically, Les wanted to know why he paid $1,000 and he's still having the intermittent problem. 303-713-TALK. Les, go ahead.
Yes.
So, Les, you said that you were having this intermittent problem where it would not start, right?
Yes.
And a couple days or a couple miles after you take it out of the shop after paying $1,000, it still won't start, right? Right?
Well, it didn't. We took it back. They spent it another week and said that, well, we found out that it really needed another something to do with something else, and we...
How much was that something else going to cost?
It wasn't going to cost anything. Because
did they fix it?
Well, no.
I thought you said they said it needed something else, and it wasn't going to cost. And it wasn't going to cost you anything.
No, and they said, well, we really need to go and do all kinds of other work on the.
That wasn't going to cost you anything.
No, that was.
Okay, here's what I'm asking you. I'm not asking you to select your words carefully. I'm asking you to answer some basic questions. They did work for $1,000 that did not correct the problem. They recommended additional work that they thought would solve the problem because they misdiagnosed it the first time. How much was the additional work going to cost?
Well, we found out today when they called us it was going to cost us $450.
Okay, and you right.
Wait a minute, because to tune it up, but when each time we took it back, Tom, each time they said the problem is fixed.
I understand that, but how many times have you taken it in?
Twice.
You took it in the first time, and then you took it in the second time. So what do you mean?
No, I took it in the third time.
Okay, so the first time was the $1,000 you spent. The second time was what? How much?
Nothing.
Okay. They fixed it. Then the third time, they're saying another 400, and you're saying if they couldn't fix it the first time and they couldn't fix it the second time, why am I to believe they can fix it the third time for $400?
Yes.
Okay. Mark, what did they say?
Well, what they're saying is probable. So they're saying this. The computer was bad when it first came in, okay? The reason the computer went bad is that one of the coil, actually all the coils, it's a coil pack on this particular vehicle, was overheating and took out the original computer.
And that can happen.
So basically what's happening now, they figured out that the coil created the original problem. Now they're trying to sell them a coil pack, which is at $400. And
did they say that'll fix the problem?
They said that'll fix the problem.
So,
but I have no way to go back in time and know if that coil pack caused the original.
Right. We don't know if that chip was burned out originally. There has to be some trust here. So we don't know because
my wife faxed over to you to your website the original.
We're staring at it. We have it.
Okay.
It's fine. I mean,
and nothing on there, as you said before, nothing on there says that you need to have this other work to make this.
Well, of course not, because here's why, Les, and let me explain this to everyone, because this is a problem in the auto repair industry. Sometimes cars have a primary problem and a secondary problem. And when they find a problem, whether it's primary or secondary, they find a problem, they go right to it. Why not? They go right to it and they say, oh, it's obvious the computer chip was bad, so why bother looking for other stuff? That's the way a lot of shops work. Whether it's right or wrong, I don't know, but I'll tell you this, even the shops we have on the referral list, they're going to go through your car, and if they find an obvious problem, they're going to tell you. And sometimes there's more than the obvious wrong.
And if they missed it, like they did on this one, and arguably whether or not they missed it, but you would have ended up paying for it anyhow.
Now, here's what I want to say. If you did not need the computer chip, then you're right. If all you needed was the $450 coil pack and you never needed the computer to begin with, we will never know that, okay? I understand your doubt. However, it's too late. You didn't ask for the old chip. You didn't ask for old parts. Everyone in the world should ask for their old parts.
I would like some comments if that coil pack could take out the PCM, though.
Okay, let's ask someone. Could the coil pack...
Let's call either Al or Kevin or Mark.
Can the coil pack overheat and take out
the PCM?
The computer chip. Okay? Can the coil pack take out the PCM by overheating?
It can.
We'll ask, maybe even Norris would know, right? I mean, any one of our automotive people.
Yep.
303-713-TALK, 713-8255. But listen, how many times have we had the issue where problems were diagnosed and they fixed it, but they still had symptoms?
Yeah, they fixed the symptom.
No, they fixed the problem.
Yeah.
But not the symptom, because there was more than one problem.
And it comes back.
There was more than one problem. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Okay, we do have Al Ramos, and I want to talk to him quickly. Al?
Yes, sir.
I already told people about your 2 locations and all the good stuff about you and where to find you. Now I want to pick your brain.
Yeah, of course.
Can a coil pack overheat and burn out a computer chip on a car?
It's a 98 E350.
So you're talking about the computer, the PCM?
Yeah.
The main computer?
Yeah.
No, it's protected.
The shop
Wait a minute.
The shop is saying the coil pack overheated and took out a PCM. That's what they're saying.
How? Because you have
I was being fooled. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, it's just because the coil pack is secondary. That's called secondary ignition.
Yeah.
That's the part that fires the plug.
Yes.
So the way it's distributed, the PCM sees all the signals and it knows by cam position sensor it sends the signal, but the unit itself is self-powered, so it has either within it a resistor or depending on
so you're saying if that coil pack was bad and overheated, it would not cause damage to the PC.
Well, it stops working. That's what they do when they overheat. They just stopped. They stopped functioning.
Yeah, so here was the initial problem. This is making sense. The initial problem was, in fact, let's come back to it.
No, I don't mind. Just
well, okay. So the initial problem was that the guy would just come to a stop sometimes, and he couldn't start his vehicle. Crank no start.
So he had a crank no start. So he brings the vehicle in, and they say you need a PCM. He pays $1,000, gets his PCM, and then it happens the next day. He says, wait a minute, I have the same problem. They diagnose now he needs a coil pack. Mark says, hey, why would he need a coil pack now? What happened? They said, well, he had more than one thing wrong. When he brought the car in, he had a bad computer, and we replaced it. Then we find he also has a bad coil pack. Now we have surmised that originally the coil pack must have caused the computer to go out. That's a stretch is what you're saying.
That's a stretch.
So maybe he never needed the computer to begin with, and they're just trying to justify it so they don't have to refund $1,000. We're learning. We'll come right back.
Sure sounded that way. Yes, it is. I'm going to give you this guy, have this guy come on. I'm going to give you the number I just called him at.
Rockfall mitigation work
Should I let
today, affecting both directions of I-70 west of
no. Well, this guy, no,
anywhere from 20 to 45.
He's saying that the heat temporarily screwed up the.
How can I have that many spots? I did Genesis.
Drive in the metro area downtown, I-25 slow. Pretty much north of Alameda, heading up towards the I-70 interchange. Westbound I-70 slow in the elevated portion. Southbound 225 stop and go on the approach to I-25. The weather forecast. Sunny and warm today with a high of 81. Right now, partly sunny at 66. With your traffic and weather, I'm Keith Wagner. 6:30 K-How.
Mattress Firm is collecting new clothes to help local foster kids look and feel their best. Join Mattress Firm.
I feel like this guy just fucking okey-doked me, man. If there's no way this could happen.
MattressFirmFosterkids.org.
See, you, John Fuller.
I would have
He
trusted
is an attorney at law on my
I would have said, yeah, that's plausible.
And he is a
Because I don't know enough. I just think it's close enough.
That's exactly how I felt at first, and I thought, well, let's make sure. Because Al's right. That would mean the coil could feed back into the computer. Why would it even go that direction?
Well, if it's someone else's fault...
Ask him off air. I mean, is it 100% impossible?
I don't want to sue. I don't want to go through all of that. You know, John Fuller is
Hey, Al.
It's free of charge. It's complimentary. If he takes the case,
he might just put him on hold.
Let's try this one.
Small percentage
Al?
of what he collects.
Hold on a sec. Here's Mark.
Is it one? It's 100% impossible.
They should pay. That's what it's all about. Why should you be the one to suffer? Don't feel guilty. What you need, the services of someone competent like John Fuller, who knows all the areas of law involved. 303-597-4500.
That's what I was saying. So the current's not even going that direction, is it?
Hey, bada. So, bada. My sister Michelle loves the American pastime.
Glenn and Michelle, the sisters from Brothers.
I do love the boys of summer. Well, I think the real boys of summer work for Brothers. There are technicians.
All right, hold tight.
Day after day to keep our clients cool.
All right, hold tight.
I'm here to call Brothers for an AC checkout program to get it through a comprehensive.
I thought just the heat from the coil pack was doing it, not the electrical current that was heating it up. Is the PCM real close to where the coil pack is at?
You know what? That's a good question.
What?
Ask Al if they're close to each other. Or go ahead, Dan. Ask
the heat itself?
That's that's the last thing. Are they? They're not in the same.
Not there anymore.
I don't think they're in the same vicinity. The PCM is probably up under the dash. The coil packs are going to be on top of the engine.
Oh, PCM's under the dash?
I think so, yes.
Fast internet. You can also add TV and phone for your business for just an additional $34.90 a month. Comcast Business TV helps keep your employees informed. And you get full-featured phone service.
Okay, I just put the number there. See if the guy will come on. Just tell him who you are, and just say, hey, we've got another question about this coil pack overheating and causing the computer to go out.
What's the name?
I never got the guy's name. He was, I think, the manager.
Comcast Business Internet at an additional monthly charge. Equipment taxes and fees.
Just say, hey, someone there just talked to Mark. I'm the producer, blah, 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 blah.
Ace's place with helpful hardware.
I think that fucking guy just okey-doked me. I do, man. Unless if, Dan, you do have one point there. Could they possibly be... We should get one more opinion from Norris or somebody else. Just one more opinion.
How about Sheridan?
Or how about Kevin? Yeah, he's a... That guy's been turning wrenches forever.
Offer valid for Ace Rewards members only through June 4th. Excludes Duracode colors and jugs. See participating stores for details.
In fact, why don't you go in and clarify, Dan? I'll switch that back over. Unless if he's getting ready to come on here, that'd be great. Is he coming on?
He's on 8. His name is Frank.
Okay, but he knows he's coming on.
I said you wanted to ask him about the coil power again.
Okay. Let's get Al back up.
He's on 7.
Global strength.
Michael Brown.
You need to get it together.
4 to 7.
Yes, ABC includes photos of Hillary with former presidents that have visited the Western Wall.
He's supposed to bear better.
Who are these people?
Idiots. Join me at 4 o'clock from wherever.
Who are all these people? Who are these fans watching us from in there, Joe?
Why drink the water from my hand?
Hi, I'm Tom Martino. Okay, so here's the deal. Guy calls, says his car intermittently stalls. I mean, does not start. Crank, no start. Crank, no start. So he takes it to a place who says, we're going to fix it. It's $1,000 for a PCM. It didn't fix the problem. And so he says, okay, and it's called Top Tech Automotive. Didn't fix it.
Tom, it's my Top Tech. Pardon me.
My Top Tech. Okay. So it didn't fix it. Now, I don't think they tried to cheat him. I don't know. It doesn't seem that way. But then he goes back and they say, oh, sorry, we missed something. It also needs this coil pack. And in fact, it was the coil pack that caused the computer to go out to begin with. That's why we needed both. And that's why it will exceed the first estimate of $1,000. So that sounds plausible. So let's talk to Frank and see if we have that about right. Frank, is that right, sir?
That's correct.
Okay. So when he first brought it in, you diagnosed a computer problem and you just said, hey, that must be it, and changed it out as anyone would. I say a lot of times when there's a glaring error, you go to that one first.
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay.
And to let you know first, sir, this was actually our other shop that took care of this, but I do know about the whole situation.
Okay, thank you.
So,
the only problem, we're being told that coil packs can't burn out computers.
coil packs, actually, when they overheat, they can backfeed into the system.
They can.
Yes. We have seen it multiple times with other problems, too, similar to this. With an overheating system, it can cause a backfeed and cause a problem into the computer.
And this particular make and model is what?
A 98
Ford van.
I think it's an F350.
Okay. And again, we're not trying to cause trouble. Honest to goodness, we're trying to find a solution. But we asked Al Aramis, he's one of our experts at Pro Auto Care. He's been around 25 years. Al, have you heard about backfeeding at all?
But anything can have a backfeed, but the backfeed would have to backfeed through the actual wiring back to the PCM where the signal's going out, and the PCM is protected from that. So
how's the PCM protect?
It's not impossible. Nothing's impossible.
I understand, Al. You don't even know this situation. We're not trying to put you in the middle. I'm asking you isolated questions. How is the PCM protected?
Well, within itself, it protects itself within the circuitry.
So if there was a backfeed,
right?
Maybe what would happen? It would shut itself down.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. I'm still here. My boss lady's going to actually talk to you guys and let y'all.
Why does she know about this?
She knows all about this. She actually runs the other shop more.
So she's a mechanic as well?
She's not. She's the actual service manager and owner of the shop.
Okay, that's fine. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. That's nice.
Thank you for holding. This is Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. So we just had an inquiry. Again, no one's accusing anyone of anything, but Les said he took his car to his truck. It wasn't starting, crank and no start after he got now and then. And you guys diagnosed a bad computer, replaced it. He still had the same problem. You went deeper and found some bad coils and said, now you need coils. And then Tom said, well, why did I spend $1,000 on a computer to begin with? And you guys said, well, because you did have a bad computer and you have bad coils, and it's not uncommon for a car to have more than one problem. I told them that. But we heard something from your mechanic at the other store that said it was the coil that caused the computer to go out.
Correct.
And so that was the question we had, because some of the experts we have, which have not seen the car, they're just saying that normally coils do not backfeed and ruin computers.
Right. We have the manufacturer of this specific, on this specific car, it is true that some do not, of course. But on this specific car, even the manufacturer of this computer has it labeled on this computer that it does that. So what I could do is, I'm at the downtown shop right now. Of course, you're talking to me here.
Yeah.
But I can go and take a picture of the top of the one.
I would love it. Thank you.
The customer came to me, and came to that shop, talked to Dennis. I'm the general manager of both stores.
We appreciate you talking to us, Jessica.
Sure, absolutely. I want to make sure. And we advised them when they first brought it to us that, the coils are a problem. The manufacturer of this computer is even saying that this is a problem that happens all the time, that they see it in this computer all the time.
And what computer is that? What is it? This particular computer, or the van, or the year?
It was this specific. It is to this VIN number.
Okay, hold on one sec, just 1 second. I just wanted to talk to Bryant Grossi at Lakewood Auto Electric. He has no knowledge of this. He has no dog in this fight. Bryant, a very quick question. Have you ever heard of a coil pack on the older Ford vans, 1998 vintage? Could they backfeed or overheat and cause damage to the PCM?
Hi, Tom. I have not seen that on the older Ford vintage vehicles, but on some of the newer stuff, some of the computers that you buy do not carry a warranty unless you replace all coils.
Okay, thank you very much. That's a good observation. We have to continue this. Hang on. If you're looking for...
Tell Brian we're done. Tell Al we're basically done.
And TMJ. Why do cosmetics...
Let me talk to Brian real quick. She's talking to me.
Cosmetic dentistry that also improves your health.
I got to tell you, I like her. She sounds like she's not bullshitting. I don't quite understand what she sent us a picture of. She's saying on top of the computer it actually says... What is she saying? Do you get it?
Well, he said...
I only have 3, brother, in this hour.
They won't guarantee the PCM unless you replace the coil pack.
I got Ideal Joe and
so that actually say that there is a backfeed possible to use something faster or something.
Digest them all, we'll do them all at the beginning of each break, and then you can have the first
and Mark, what do you and other problems that approach me?
I want to talk to her also.
Pioneered Market Optics. You should give them a call for a consultation.
What was her name? Does anybody remember?
690-0100 303-690-0100.
Hey, are you there? Hey, what does the sticker say on top? Basically, what were you going to take a picture of?
On 630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station. KHOW.
No, that's all right. But I mean, just basically, what did it say?
NBC News Radio. I'm Lisa Gardner.
Yeah.
More arrests in connection with a deadly suicide bombing in Manchester. Police today confirming 3 additional arrests in the bombing that killed 22 people, including children. Police identified
720-841-6890. But hold on, you're doing 6890.
The families of the victims.
All right, hold on a second.
The immediate family of all those
who
died in Monday's attack, and that they are being supported by specially trained family liaison officers.
That's Manchester Chief Constable Ian Hopkins. The House is backing off former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn.
Given what is already...
Hey, where's Bryant?
...with the Senate, it'll be necessary, I think, to subpoena not only his person but his businesses.
We still need Bryant.
To explore what other revenues may be necessary if he refuses to comply.
California Democrat Adam Schiff saying the House Intelligence Committee will subpoena Flynn after he refused to voluntarily testify before the committee. Flynn is reportedly pushing for...
What do you make of it? I don't think they're ripping... I don't think they did anything intentionally.
I don't think so either.
But Al's pretty sure, and Bryant was kind of sure.
Why would they say that they won't guarantee a new PCM unless you replace the coil pack?
Trump is now
I don't know.
for a NATO summit. The NBA All-Star Game.
And he said that from Lakewood.
North Carolina. The Charlotte Observer reporting the league and Charlotte have reached.
To me, it says that coil pack can do that.
The NBA pulled the 2017 game because of a state law considered by the league and other organizations to be discriminatory against the LGBT community. That law was later repealed and replaced. Changes at work result in big-time stress for some employees. New survey from the American Psychological
And in fact, if that's true, at the same time, if you replace the PCM, you should replace the coil
less
pack.
likely to trust the boss,
If that's what
more
they...
likely to leave the job within the next year. You're listening to the latest from NBC News Radio.
If someone says, does a banner on top have to be so big?
Yes, the banner needs to be that big.
I think it was...
This shit's not for free.
I think it was a small business banner. I had it pretty big.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Forget about it. It was Dan's fault.
I had a beard coming down. I don't do the heads.
Just because of that one guy. Just drop a banner and it runs the whole way.
How's this?
You think that banner was big? Wait till you see this one.
where we sell the world's finest fitness equipment. Going on now at our tent sale. Save up to 40% off.
Hey, did you call that dirtbag landscaper? Was he going to come on, or did he say anything?
I texted him. He hasn't texted me back.
He learned not to poke the bear, that damn...
1 block south of the Grizzly Rose, and south at University and C4.
God, I wish we could have went out to the place where that lady said, hey, what's your address? And then she just said,
I know, man.
That's such a good one.
I know. You know it was complete bullshit. Complete bullshit. She called literally right after he was hung. He dropped the F-bomb.
On the back line.
Hey, I just happened to call right now on your back line to give a good, nice thing to say. He's doing a great job of my landscaping, and all you guys fell for it. Every one of you fell for it. That lady yesterday that said, I just happened to call. I wasn't even listening to the show, but I decided to call on the back line.
I said too big a coincidence.
Hi, Tom Martino, Troubleshooter Tom Martino, Consumer Advocate. What are we doing? Man, we are having such a busy day. Okay. We got a mystery of this auto repair. Plus, we have some other things going on. We have so many cases, but I got to tell you, since we've got email after email after email after email about tax valuations and people upset, I have to tell you to please go to referralist.com and download Overtaxed. That's a book written by Ed Tomlinson, a real estate broker. One of the best books I've ever read about Colorado, about taxing, about how to protest your property taxes. Oh my goodness. It's unbelievable, the information. And the percentage of people who win and why they win and how you can win at protesting your tax valuations. You only have a limited time to do it. There is no obligation to get this book. All you have to do is go to referralist.com, go over to the top right menu that says download Overtaxed.
It's right under the logo. And
you can get this book free. Now, we have a lot of stuff going on. First of all, this auto repair was in question. Les said, my truck or my van, 98 Ford van, did not start now and then, leave me stranded. Crank, no start. He takes it to a place, My Top Tech Automotive. They sound like nice people. They said he needed a computer. They found out after that did not fix the problem for $1,000. He complained. They said, oh, it also needs a coil pack. And that was an additional $495. He hasn't authorized it yet. He's upset. He's wondering, here's the bottom line. He's wondering if he needed the computer to begin with. What if it was just the bad coil pack? But My Top Tech Auto says, oh, the bad coil caused the computer to go out. She, the owner, and one of the manager says, hey, this does happen, and I have the manufacturer's warning on the computer itself saying that it happens. So I consulted my independent experts. Al Aramis of Pro Auto Care said he's never heard of a coil backfeeding and destroying a computer because the computers are protected, and whatever that means. I'm not that familiar with this circuitry, but I also called one of the kings of auto electrics, Lakewood Auto Electric, Bryant Grossi, and he said, Brian, as I say this, you said,
yeah,
it can happen.
Yeah. So the key thing is that it's a 1989, right?
1998.
Oh, 1998. Okay. So yeah. So basically, what happens is that these coils on the positive side of the circuit, they have a dedicated power supply that's continuous, not related to the computer, to the PCM. But the negative side of that coil is driven by a quad driver inside the computer. If the resistance in that coil falls outside of a specified parameter that's not acceptable, that overtaxes that quad driver in the computer, and you'll find out a week later that it'll blow the computer.
Oh.
You don't find out right away. It'll happen. You'll find out 2 weeks later or a week later. It'll work at the beginning, and then it'll
Hold on.
eventually.
So he is saying it definitely could happen.
But hold on, Brian, let me ask you something, because this guy was driving this around. If that computer is blown because of the coil, will the vehicle ever run?
No.
This is a Scooby-Doo mystery here. Because the guy brought it into the shop.
It was running, Brian.
And it was running.
Was it running poorly?
It was running, but occasionally when it would overheat.
When you took your car to My Top Tech Auto,
yeah,
they said you needed a computer. It was running though, right?
It runs, and then like the last time, it'll for whatever reason, his gas station, try to start it back up. It will crank but not start. Leave it a day, leave it 2 days, leave it 3 hours, 7 hours. It'll start right back up.
So it was running okay when it was running.
So Brian, he said it was running fine when he took it in. It was just not starting now and then.
Yeah, that does not follow with the computer being damaged by a coil pack. When a coil pack damages the computer, it's permanent damage. It's not an intermittent thing. There's other things that will cause in the electronic ignition system intermittent malfunctions. Crankshaft sensors that provide that reference for the computer to deliver that negative side of the coil. There's other things that can cause it. A faulty coil itself can cause that as well, because the resistance of the coil changes as the engine reaches.
All I'm asking is this: if he had a bad computer and they had to replace it, could he have driven in there?
It is possible. Computers, as you know, they're temperature related and temperature temperamental. It's usually possible, but typically when it's caused by a coil, it just burns that quad driver in the computer, and that is a one-time failure, and that thing is never going to run again. That's 90% of the time that you see that failure. It's a catastrophic fail.
But we can't say that for sure in this case, right?
No, it's
not really. Not without knowing. Not without knowing what blew in that computer. Not with getting a measurement.
Could you look at that computer and tell?
I would just want to know if the computer's bad or not. Did they keep the old computer? I don't think so, but I mean...
Well, computers are usually purchased and a core is given up, so if they can get a hold of that core, it's a quick test. Now, they might have to reprogram the system.
I think he's just, Brian, the whole thing boils down to whether he needed it or not in the beginning.
And I don't think we can get affirmatively to that answer.
No, I don't think we can. I mean, so... Yes, it is possible, but had he gone in with a burnt-out computer, it probably wouldn't have run.
That's right. So it sure points to maybe a misdiagnosis, but it's impossible to say.
And we're not saying anyone did anything on purpose. I just want to make that clear to, I didn't get her name. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. The owner of My Tech.
I think it's Michelle.
Michelle? Is she there? Michelle?
I am here.
Okay, thank you. So what do you think? I mean... Your guy diagnosed a bad computer.
No, he did not.
Oh, he didn't. What did he? But why did he spend $1,000 to replace it?
They that figure is incorrect. Misrepresentation. It is a bad computer. We told him he needed ignition coils when he first brought it in addition to many other things that he needed for safety reasons. We did it as a courtesy check. He chose not to do that. We understand that. We do that as a courtesy. This customer wanted that computer replaced. We replaced it. It went bad. We put a new one in, and he needs to get those coils replaced.
Okay, you said it was a misrepresentation. What do you mean? The price?
Right.
Well, how much was it?
I'm getting that fax to me right
well,
now.
I think I have it in front of me, and it says what does it say, Mark? I'm sorry, it's right. It's $725, and plus labor, which comes to.
That's $1,000 basically.
So I don't know where I.
But I mean, there's nothing wrong with that pricing. That seems normal.
But I don't know where I misdiagnosed anything. It's $1,027.
Tom, if you look at everything, that's the estimate of everything.
It is hard to do this over the phone.
Okay, I'll give you time. You're right. You're right about this, Michelle. So why don't we just cut it short? You're absolutely right. I don't want to put you on the spot like that. So
you called me.
Yeah, you're right. Go and investigate.
I didn't know I was on the air.
And
I believe we serve our customer at Top Tech Automotive properly.
Well, it sounds to me like you do. It sounds like you want to do
We agree with you. We've never heard one.
Again, and told him he needs this coil pack. The customer has way over 200,000 miles on this vehicle, and his coils have been on there for a long time.
We understand he needs the coil pack. Nobody's arguing that. The only thing we're trying to get to the bottom is, did he actually need the PCM? That's all we're trying to figure out.
Did you receive that text that I sent you?
Let me look.
No, what we have is your original invoice to him, which quoted the computer that he needed along with the labor and a bunch of other things, by the way, too. So we're not saying that you did anything wrong. That's why we're on the phone with you.
Right.
And that's why I'm happy to put you on hold or to let you go, and then we'll revisit this, because you're right, Michelle. You have every right to look at every piece of paper you have and talk to him directly if you want. I appreciate you coming on. And, yeah, we were on the air with your other guy, and I'm sorry you picked up the phone and you didn't know you were on the air, but it doesn't matter. You represented yourself very well. Let's just continue this.
And really quick, I mean, I have never heard anything negative about this shop. I don't think she did anything wrong either.
We just want to know,
figure it out.
Yeah, we just wanted to know if he needed the computer or not. That's it. It's that simple. And it was Les's question. Les, isn't that the burning question on your mind?
That's the burning question. If we brought it in and said this is the problem, and they fixed it, and they fixed it by changing the computer, and it didn't get fixed, did I really need the computer?
Now listen, though, because
May I ask Les a few questions?
Sure, go ahead. It's Les. Yes, go ahead.
I appreciate you bringing it back to us, first of all. I do appreciate the fact that, my question to you is, I wasn't there when you first had it initially diagnosed at our shop. Did we talk to you about needing a tune-up with the coils?
Say it again?
Did they tell you needed a tune-up with coils when you first brought it in?
No.
Oh, that's not what you said to me, Les. You said they did tell you needed a tune-up, and you declined all work except for PCM.
No, on the estimate it says spark plugs. Replace spark plugs.
Yeah, but it says a lot of work that he needed on here. There's no question he needed a lot of work.
My question is
the coils, ma'am, the coil subject, and my wife tried to call all day yesterday, by the way. The coil subject came up today, and they said, we'll replace the coils for the extra money.
Michelle, did you put a second computer in there?
We did, yes.
See, so if they follow me here, they put a new one in,
right?
Okay, because it was burned out or having problems. It comes back, they see it's got another problem, and put another computer in.
Right.
So if the second one truly did go out, well then something did create that.
No, the manufacturer says right on here, she's right. It says that let me just sum it up. Basically, if you don't replace bad coils, it'll burn out the PCM. It says it, basically.
The sticker says that.
that Mr. Les will be back in our shop and that this computer will go bad as well.
So, Les, here's the deal. What she's telling you is the truth.
I don't deny that she's telling me the truth. What I'm saying to you and to her employees, both times when we brought the van in, when we left, they said, on the original only problem that I brought it in there for, we fixed that problem.
Well, Les, here's why, okay? Because no one is perfect. They thought replacing the bad computer would fix it. Okay, so
we had an expert come on, and he's a great guy, and he's been working on cars forever, that actually said he's never heard of it before, but I'm staring at it on this picture.
No, then he said it could happen. He did say it could happen. He said it.
No, I know Bryant did. I was talking about Al.
Yeah,
He's
so
never seen
here's
it.
the bottom line.
Make a suggestion and Les. My suggestion is let's bring it in. Let's get those coils replaced. You can't pay for it. I'll pay for it.
You don't have to pay for it, Michelle.
Wow, Michelle. Wow, that's awesome.
Okay, go ahead, Michelle.
We're a family-run shop. I want to make sure that when I run into all my customers at the grocery store or wherever, at the ball game when I'm playing with my kids and my grandkids, that I can shake your hand and know that we did a good job. So let's get it in. Let's replace those coils.
But I don't think. Okay.
I like this lady.
Michelle, I like her too. I liked her from the beginning. I don't think she needs to do this. I don't think you understand. We're not here demanding anything, Michelle. We only brought this question to you, and we were exploring it.
My thing is I want to serve the community of Falcon, Peyton, and Colorado Springs. That's who we are. We have 2 shops. We believe in it. We started it we started it from scratch. We have a 12-bay shop downtown. We have a 6-bay shop in Falcon. We believe in the business. We believe in their community.
It's pretty apparent to us. Here's the deal. When you have someone like that, you can tell immediately. Look at her response compared to Springs Truck and Auto Service Center.
My God.
They burned out this man's turbo. We had him dead to right. Mercedes themselves said it, and they would do nothing about it. Michelle gets on from my top Tech Auto, and they did nothing wrong except tried to replace the obvious, but did not do anything wrong. And she's saying, you know what, we're going to fix it anyway. And they don't have to. So my top Tech Auto has my vote. Listen, Les, you may want to look for a bad guy here, but I don't see one. I just don't see one.
I'd call her and go down there, pay what's fair, get it fixed, and what a nice lady.
All right, let's do Ideal Home Loans and talk about another bunch of good people. Ideal Home Loans, I'll tell you what, they have right now the programs for you because they don't have one size fits all. I can count the programs they have, and I can delineate each one and tell you why you should go there. First of all, the interest rate guarantee. That's a slam dunk right there. Rates go down, they refinance you free of charge. That right there, a guarantee over the next 2 years. The other thing they have is they have credit tweaking for you, credit optimization. So even though you're approved, they can get you even better pricing by tweaking your credit. It might be paying down one balance or another. You may have to do that. Switch $20 over to another balance. It may be something small like correcting your address. Whatever it is, they work with you on that. And then they also have, you pick your own term loan, any term you want, any term that you want. If you don't want to go back to 30 years, but you still want to save on interest, you can pick 23 years, 27 years. You can pick 19 years, whatever you want. They also have other programs as well, like bill consolidation, where they help you to find a program to pay off the bills quicker that way, so they're not financed over the life of your home loan. And so many things like pre-authorization. That's right, pre-authorization. You're done and ready to close on that house when you put an offer in. Or, of course, they're guaranteed 3-week closing or less. 303-867-7000, 303-867-7000, idealhomeloans.com.
From the L&L Heating and Air Conditioning Traffic Center, this report is brought to you by Lifeline.
There's still 2 spots delayed on
No, nothing's getting thrown around today.
I don't want to get in the middle of a troubleshooter losing his bananas.
Bananas.
Parkway, so watch out for backups on those 2 stretches. Also westbound I-70 slow the elevated portion, southbound 225 slow the approach to I-45. And
I just said it.
On I-270 in Commerce City approaching Vasquez. The weather forecast. Sunny, pleasant, warm. Finally warm. A high of 82. Tonight, clear, low 53. Right now, partly sunny, 73.
Yeah, they sound like good people, man. Isn't it funny how a good owner knows how to come on and... That was no landscaper there.
She was the manager, not the owner.
US-based specialist. Who are we going to have go out and look at that landscaping? You think anybody? Everybody's going to be so busy.
Not super busy.
Before they start, your home needs a champion. Recommended by more than 40,000 customers, guaranteed for life, and endorsed by me. Hi, I'm consumer advocate.
What's that Mercedes shop we went to?
Oh, jeez.
Mercedes of Little.
Okay, it wasn't McDonald's, not McDonald's.
Now it's Mercedes of Littleton. Do you remember the service manager's name?
I don't. I should be writing that stuff.
Miles wanted to go to Elitch's with Jordan and CJ and Matthew. I just told him he couldn't do any of the driving, but he could go if he wanted to go.
Yeah, he's not driving.
Yeah.
In fact, I want his car. I want his car at, where's he going to put his car?
Our house.
Okay.
Jordan was going to come get him.
Perfect.
And
is Addie home?
No, Addie's out with friends right now.
Does he have like a cheap ticket or what?
No, I'm just going to say I'm sure it cost him half his frickin' paycheck.
Hey, can I talk? Who's the service manager there? I spoke to him before. Yep, that's him. Is he around? Thanks.
Be your time to get started. Beautiful new kitchen with an awesome bath you've always wanted. Right, Tom? Of course, Dad. With our unique cabinet resurfacing,
I was going to suggest maybe she did it. Hey, Jerry, Mark Major with the Tom Martino Show. How are you, man? Hey, good. How do you think that went with the not the adjuster, I guess it was an independent inspector.
What about that? Well, hey, turning leaky mold.
Okay, we just haven't heard anything from the insurance company, but I'm not saying that's not normal. So.
Or a whole new 5-piece bath, our family business will make it special, just like we've done for decades. Okay, Todd. So, folks, give us a call and see what your family can do for your family. Kitchens, baths,
oh, wow. Okay, cool. All right. Hey, thanks, man. Bye. You know what the inspector told the service manager? He goes, it's a no-brainer. They fucked up his engine.
Hey, it's Ross Kaminsky here for my friends
The
at American
inspector.
Finance.
Oh.
They sent an independent inspector out to look at that turbo on the Sprinter van. So the insurance company sends out an independent guy. The independent guy, after looking at it, told the Mercedes guys, there was 3 of them there, that the other shop fucked it up. So he's going to end up, we're going to end up getting this guy $16,000 to $20,000.
Oh, right. But I mean, it was,
fucking Daryl.
But this is one of those no-brainers, just like the family bath.
Daryl's going to,
no-brainer.
Here's the problem. Once his insurance company pays, the whole thing's going to come up again because Daryl's the biggest idiot in the fucking world.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
You know how many times he said, "Oh no, it's impossible."
We told him and stuff. No, I mean, like you said,
the guy said, "No brainer."
You don't even have to be a mechanic to look and just see. You know, all the stuff that was left, they didn't clean it out. That it wasn't from the second turbo. It was just like, I don't even know why he was arguing.
Denver's real Tom.
Not like that.
I'm stealing his water.
There's a bunch of them up there. There's no doubt, though, if a company has an overrun in the shop, they should have in place to shut it down.
All right, 303-713-8255.
That's the kind of shop I like right there. You know, I ran shops forever. You know that, Tom.
I know.
When they come on like that, it just says something. And she knew what she was talking about, more importantly.
She sure did. Listen, I just like her attitude, but when she said, I'm going to eat that, we'll if you can't afford it, we'll fix it. The guy's got more than 200,000 miles in the car. All I'm saying is this, that you couldn't have asked for a better outcome. One thing that bothers me a little, I don't know if you picked up on it, I never want people to think I'm demanding stuff that's unreasonable. I never asked her to do that. I wouldn't ask her to do that. I was willing to put the whole thing on hold, let her investigate it. I like those people, okay?
It's an intimidating call, I think.
I can tell. And even when you called the other guy, he was polite, too.
He was great.
The other guy. So from the owner to the other guy we talked to, all the way down to the mechanic you talked to, every one of them was polite. Every one of them was responsive. Not one of them got angry or out of sorts. But she defended herself. At one time, she goes, hey, you know, that's misleading, looking at when we were looking at the invoice. So here's the deal. I like them. That's it. They don't, as far as I'm concerned, they don't have to do those coils. I mean, they just don't. I'd like people's opinions, but what was the name again? My Top Tech.
My Top Tech Auto, Tom.
Kudos to them.
Yeah.
And where are they located? All in the.
They got a couple locations.
And the Springs, I believe. They have 2 locations.
And well, whatever.
I'd be
Monument,
very comfortable bringing my cars there.
Peyton, she said. Peyton. These are little communities. Diana, I see you've been waiting a long time. I hope you're still there, and I hope I can help you. Diana?
Oh, yes.
Thank you for... I'm so sorry you had to wait so long.
Thank you. No problem.
What's going on with your product?
I have an iPhone 6.
Yes.
And I purchased a life-proof water phone case for it.
Yes.
I got home, did the whole thing. They have a test, did it.
That's right.
Filled up with water, ruined my phone.
What?
Yes. Yes.
What are they going to do? Don't they have a guarantee on it?
So no, in their contract agreement, when you open it up, they say...
Wait a minute. When you open what up?
The life-proof case. It comes with, instructions.
Yes.
Blah, 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 blah. Well, in fine print, they do state that if it ruins your phone, they're not responsible for it.
Wait a minute.
Yes. Now, listen, wait, it gets better. So I purchased it at Walmart, went back to Walmart. They gave me my $100 bucks back.
For the cover?
Yes.
Well, kudos to them for that.
Okay, yes. So, exactly. But I said, my phone is ruined. So they said, okay, Walmart, we'll send you to our third-party case, blah, blah, blah. Went to claims management.
Walmart isn't responsible for that product. They gave you the money back. Okay.
Right. It's life-proof. So anyways, but there's a third-party claim that Walmart has. Went to them. They said, great, we sent them proof, blah, blah, blah. So they sent me back to Otter Products, which...
It's an Otter box? It's made by Otter?
Yes.
They're wonderful people. I thought they would take care of it.
No, listen to this. So send everything in to them. They said, great. We won't pay for the phone. I said, fine. I have insurance on it. They said, great. We'll pay the $175.
Oh, that's okay. The deductible.
Okay, right. So that's what I did. The problem is I've been waiting for that check for a year.
What? From Otter?
Yes.
Aren't they located in Fort Collins?
Yes.
Let's call OtterBox. Come on.
Yes.
It's that simple. Thank you for being so concise in your story. You have a phone and you've been waiting for this reimbursement for a year. There's no excuse.
Yes.
Now, do you have any proof? Do you have any proof that they said?
Yes. On March 9th, they sent me an email. Diana, your refund request has been processed. Please allow 3 to 4 weeks for your check to arrive by mail. Now, every time I call, I get a different answer. Now,
nah. We're going to take this. You know who this is for, right?
Daphne.
Daphne will kill this.
Oh yeah.
We put our bulldog pit bull on.
You want to know what her secret is?
Lipstick, and I don't mean the way she looks. When I say pit bull, that sounded like lipstick on a pig. I don't mean that.
Horrible.
I mean lipstick on a pit bull. I meant because of her attitude. Oh my God, I didn't mean she looks like a pit bull. So anyway. We're going to take care of this in-house.
You are never going to hear the end of this.
I can't get my money.
Diana, listen, we'll get it.
Now, I'm looking, by the way, at lifeproof.com. There is nowhere that it says there's any kind of warranty.
It doesn't matter. She said...
But it sure implies it.
They promised it, so that's all that matters.
No, I understand that, but it's kind of weird being called life-proof with no warranty.
Here's the bigger question, Diana. Why did it not hold water out?
That's what
Did you dunk your phone on purpose?
No.
Well, how did it ruin your phone?
It filled with water. It was supposed to seal, and
but where was it? Where were you?
You said you were running the test, and it filled with water.
No, the test didn't. But when I put my phone in, it did.
What do you mean it did? When you put your phone in
the sink, they have you. There's instructions. They have.
Why would you put your phone?
Because that's what they have you do, to seal.
To put it in water?
Yes, the case.
What?
Yes.
Wait, so they use water to seal it?
Yes, you put it in.
Are you sure you didn't do it wrong? It doesn't matter. We're going to help you get the money.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
But did you do it wrong? What do the instructions say? Tell me the steps.
I followed it step by step.
Mark, Google. We're going to look up. Sealing the iPhone life-proof box.
Yes.
Apparently, I don't understand.
It's a test. They have.
Listen, I understand the test, Diana. You do the test before the phone's in it, right?
Right.
But then, after the test, why do you put the phone in water?
Good question.
Well, you're the one that did it.
I did. Because the instructions told me to.
It told you to what? Put the phone in the case.
Yes.
Put the phone in the case, and the case in the water, right?
In the sink, yeah.
What happens if it told you to throw it across onto bricks?
No, it doesn't. I can't believe it would tell you to dunk your phone purposely.
I was just following their instructions.
Okay, hold on. Let's not hold on. Yeah, you got to hold on. We got to get your information. Listen, because you were promised this, we're going to get you results.
They do have some kind of warranty, too, I am seeing.
Okay, but I want to know the sealing instructions. Mark, why would you be near water with the box to seal it? Does anyone have one of those? Please call us.
I'm looking.
I'm going to give you the number to call. Because you're not going to get through on the right. Well, you might. 303-713-TALK. But you can also call 303-MARTINO. All right? 303-MARTINO. Listen. Do you smoke pot? I'm going to tell you something. It's a very difficult thing to smoke pot because you don't know how high you are sometimes when you get behind a wheel. More and more people are calling Joe Lazzara who are getting DWAI, driving while impaired. So it's DWI or DW. Why do they say DWA? Oh, well, driving while ability impaired. It's DWAI, and that's because marijuana doesn't have a DUI. I guess it kind of does, but doesn't. Here's the whole thing I'm trying to say. Even if you smoked pot a long time ago, you could still be DWI. There's no breathalyzer. You see, there's no blood test that you can easily take to find out. So if you're smoking marijuana within 12 hours, the best thing to do is to have a designated driver or have someone drive you around. You listening, Brutus? Or what you do is you have Uber or Lyft. And then when you're drinking, of course, there is a legal limit established. Just try to be sensible. For those who get in trouble, though, Joseph A. Lazzara can help you through the system. Listen, it doesn't matter if you're guilty or innocent. Here's the deal. You can't do this alone. Joseph A. Lazzara, attorney at law, 303-429-6200, 303-429-6200, Lazzara with 2 Z's, Lazzara, LazzaraLegal.com.
This report is brought to you by Lifeline.
It's the lunch hour. Downtown must be busy. Yep, it is. Northbound I-25 approaching 6th Avenue. Crash there as traffic backed up past Alameda. Slow speeds on southbound I-25 south of the Mousetrap heading down towards Colfax as well. Watch out for heavy delays on 285 in the Inglewood area. Hamden is backed up on either side of Santa Fe. Also look out for westbound I-70 in the elevated portion. It's stop and go on the approach to York. Westbound I-270 slow on the approach to Vasquez. The weather forecast. It's going to be sunny, warm, mild today. Nice. A high near 82. Right now, partly sunny and 76 in Denver.
How about Suzanne and Dan show?
There you go.
Okay, super.
They can talk hair.
Or as George's mom said, he was using himself like a personal amusement park.
That's what how was it? Like a ride.
Can you imagine being a 40-year-old man and your mom walks up and it's impossible.
About it. He was his personal amusement park. Do you remember that line?
Oh God, yes.
What was it? What was the magazine?
What was even worse is that
He was looking at.
Oh shit.
That's a good.
I will never use.
Do you remember?
It was Vogue.
Why are you still doing these commercials?
Overnight quick testing. I got a lot to do still.
Wait till you hear these instructions.
Solutions provided for a small device in my mouth.
Did they give her the stupid award? They gave her the stupid
While they're paying her for this phone,
Oh, good. I can't wait. Don't tell me.
She said she put the phone in the water, right?
Yeah. No. I don't know. Let's ask her. Is she still there? Damn. I want to talk to her again. We found the instructions. Ask Diana to walk through the instructions with us.
These are great.
I want you to go step by step, Mark, through the instructions. Okay.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Glenn Beck program.
People should know that you can say and do what you want to do because Glenn Beck controls his own destiny, which is very...
God, this is so funny.
The Glenn Beck Program, weeknights at 7 on 630 KHOW.
By the way, we are live on the iHeart app from around the country. You can listen to us. If you have friends or neighbors in other cities and they need help, tell them to download iHeart. Now they can listen to music or anything else they want from around the country. Anywhere you are, you can build your own station. You can listen to archives, whatever you want. Just go to the Play Store or to the iTunes Store and get it. It's iHeart. Hey, the hailstorm has really pissed a lot of people off who had new cars, but you know what? There is hope. You can get it fixed. If there's no paint damage, just look. If there are no flecks of paints and no paint missing, you can get it done, most likely from Flexident. You won't even know they're there. The downtime is minimum. And because Nick is a master certified tech and he has all certified technicians at Paintless Dent Repair, I'm telling you, it's the preferred way to go for not just hail, but door dings, minor dents. Give them a call. They have multiple locations. Flexident. Colorado.com. 303-619-6273. It's like magic. 303-619-6273.
Talking about the issues you care about. Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
You know, they first tried to protect that method of dent repair. They all have different tools. You can patent the tools, but you can't patent the technique because, you know, people can just do things, right? There are things you can patent, things you can't. By the way, Trenner Law, if you ever invented anything, he's there for you at 720-221-3708. Not just patents, but patent searches before you invest a lot of money. If you have an idea, always do that first. And he can talk to you about non-disclosure agreements if you're going to shop your idea around. Trenner Law, 720-221-3708, and on my referral list at referralist.com. Let's keep going here. Diana said she ruined her phone with the life-proof case made by Otter. They're going to send her a check for the deductible on her insurance. She already got a new phone. She's waiting for the check more than a year. I asked her how she damaged it. She said she damaged it while following their instructions to install it. Now, Diana, let's go through step-by-step the instructions. What do they say, Mark? I want you to tell us honestly if you did this. We will still help you get your money because they promised it, but let's go through it. Mark?
Okay. So it says fill the sink with water.
Okay, did you do that?
Yes.
Okay, next.
Make sure to close both the charger jack and the earphone jack on the Otter case.
Yes.
Okay.
Completely submerge, the case in water for 30 minutes. Make sure your phone is somewhere safe where it will not get wet, and especially not in the case.
Okay. Yeah, so you did the test on the case, right? Then what?
Take the case out of the water after 30 minutes.
Did you do that?
Yes.
Then what?
Dry off the outside of the case only.
Yes.
Then?
Take apart your case.
Yes.
Make sure it is completely dry inside.
Yes.
Then what?
That's it.
Then what?
That's it.
Then what did you do? Then what did you...
Then what I did is I put my phone in the case.
Then what?
Right? And I wanted to see if it would be waterproof.
Okay, so you put it in the case, and you snapped it closed.
Yes.
Then you put it back in the sink.
And it filled with water.
Okay. Did you... Were the plugs all...
And I took it out right away because I saw it filling, and
but did your plugs did you have the battery and all that, you know, the earphone and all that plug?
They have their own plugs for that. I thought she had the phone in it the first time.
No.
When you were testing it.
No.
Okay.
It was after
you were just testing to see.
Right.
It was okay.
To see if it was waterproof.
See, she confused me because originally she was saying...
No, she said that.
When she was testing it...
No, what she said was she was testing it. She said when she was installing it, it filled with water.
Right.
And I said, why? And she goes, that was part of the instruction.
Yeah.
I said, why were you near water when you were installing it? And you said, because that was the instruction. You mixed me up.
It's supposed to be waterproof.
I understand.
I didn't want to go to the pool and, you know, or...
You know what? I'll bet you a lot of people do that. Once they put their Otter case on, they test it. I'll bet you a lot of them do.
Well, a lot of people buy it so they can take pictures underwater, so of course they do.
But it's not meant for that. If you read it carefully, it's life-proof. It's not meant to go diving.
Correct.
Okay.
In fact, I think they specifically tell you to not intentionally submerge it.
I don't know.
It's only for accidental. You see.
But we'll call.
How long did it take for it to start filling with water?
I'm going to say about 5 minutes.
Okay, hold on a second. Norm, do you have a life-proof case?
I do.
Why do you think it filled with water after she did her test and installed it?
That's my question.
Why do you think, Norm?
I'm thinking that maybe, really have no idea. I'm just thinking the only thing that could have gone wrong maybe is there's a little rubber gasket sealant,
seal.
kind of like an O-ring type thing, and they.
It wasn't lined up, maybe.
Yeah, she pinched it or something. But let me tell you one thing about LifeProof. My wife bought a Google Pixel, and we got a LifeProof case for it, and it messed with the. This Pixel is like a 4K capable thing.
I have it.
Okay, and did the pictures? She was having a problem with the video, not the pictures, just the video. So we called LifeProof, and they sent us out another case. Well, still have the same problem.
What was the problem, though? I don't understand the problem. Were they blurry?
Just crappy video.
Yeah, it was out of focus a lot. Just the video, not the pictures.
Okay.
And so, long story short, they sent us 3 LifeProof cases before they would finally refund our money. So, yeah, getting money out of these people is like pulling teeth.
All right. Well, that's good to know. And thank you, all of you. Diana, make sure we have your information. We are going to contact them for you. Clark says he's had several. Go ahead, Clark. What about you?
I was going to say there's 3 things that can go wrong with that.
Okay.
The earphone jack, if that's loose or out.
Now, you're talking, I don't have a LifeProof, so tell me what it is. Is it just a little plug that snaps open?
Well, it's got threads. It's a threaded plug that has a seal on it, an O-ring seal, and then you have an extension pigtail that comes with them that you screw that in.
Oh.
So that if you need to use it while it's all connected,
yeah,
it's still waterproof then.
Okay.
And then there's a hinge door that covers the charging port.
Yeah.
And there's an O-ring that seals the periphery of the case.
I'm glad my new phone's waterproof.
Is it?
Yeah.
The new phone is going to be waterproof? Your phone?
Yeah.
In itself, it's waterproof?
To 30 feet, yeah.
Are you kidding me? What is it called?
It's the Galaxy S8.
The S8.
Plus.
Now, did they stop making the one that I loved? What was it called? The Note?
They're coming out with the Note later this year.
Then I might wait for that. I have the Pixel. I like the Pixel. What do you have, Clark?
I just have an iPhone, and I have I was just in Hawaii, and I had this thing in my pocket out in the ocean.
Yeah.
No problems. 0 problems.
Thank you very much, Clark. 303-713-TALK. Tom, I'm so sorry you waited so long, but go ahead. We got some lines open. 303-713-TALK. What's going on, Tom? Thanks, man.
Love your show.
Thank you. What's going on, bro?
I got an easy one for you.
Okay.
I got an easy one for you, my friend.
Yeah.
I have a commercial property that I was leasing. The lease ran out months ago. I still don't have my damage deposit. Will I get it eventually? Yes. I know that as a landlord, I know that you have, I think it's 60 or 90 days to either pay the deposit or
what you have, Tom, you have 30 days by law, which can be extended to 60 days by lease, but under no circumstances beyond 60 days.
So even for a commercial property, it works the same?
Nah, as far as I know, it does, yes. Now I might be, you're throwing me a curve here because I never actually went after one for commercial, but I know that I had several commercial properties, and I remember we always made it a point to notify people within 60 days.
So is it an automatic 3X?
No, you have to make, that's the other funny thing, you have to make demand. So you have to write a letter and say, under Colorado law you had, what was it by lease? Was it 60 days?
What does your lease say?
I believe so.
Okay, then you say under Colorado state law, you have up to 60 days to return the damage deposit or an explanation of why you're keeping it. Since you did not do that, I am demanding my deposit back in full within so many days. I would give them 10 days. If you don't get it in 10 days, you then go to small claims court and you sue for triple the amount.
And any feeling for the likelihood of getting that?
100%. If they violated the law.
Okay, that's all I needed, my friend.
What I mean, Tom, 100% if they violated the law, what I mean is if they sent you notice and you didn't get it, or something you're not telling me, I don't know. Did they contact you?
Absolutely not. I've been in contact through phone, and it's kind of like,
how much is your
you'll have
deposit?
Your check, you'll have your. It's $1,800 and change.
Okay, so remember, it gets weird if you get beyond, so it'll be 1,800 times 3, because if you go over the 7,500 small claims, you have to go to county court. The best to you, Tom, again, I'm just telling you from personal experience. I wasn't giving you legal advice there. Want to make that clear. Frank Duran, the real estate man, can answer questions like that too. 303-920-1622. I can't tell you how many people he has helped. People just ask questions. They say, hey, Tom, I called Frank. I asked about this. I asked about that. He knows all about real estate. He's a great guy to have your home listed with or to help you buy a home. 303-920-1622, frankduranhomes.com. Okay, I want to take a break, but I do want to answer a quick question for Salvador if he can wait. Sal, I have to take this break, and I want you to hang on, and I'll get right to you, okay? Approval reverse mortgages. Now, reverse mortgages are complicated, but they're really a relief for senior citizens who need money and want to live off their equity. But they're not for everyone. To find out if you qualify and if it's a good idea for you, I only trust ApprovalReverse.com. Joan Sullivan and her team, 303-771-3528.
From the L&L Heating and Air Conditioning Traffic Center.
This report is brought to you by LifeLock.
There's a crash downtown, clogging up the drive on northbound I-25 approaching 6th Avenue. Backups to Alameda. In fact, I-25 northbound very slow downtown.
I love where I work.
Doesn't really let up until you get north of Spears.
It's only
Southbound
5 feet of
25
water.
along
That
that main
sucks.
stretch
I thought
as
it
well.
said 30.
Also look out for slow speeds on the westbound side of I-70.
No, I've looked.
About Vasquez.
That's like watches do 30 feet. Wow.
The weather
Yeah, a lot of watches.
That's incredible. Today with
That's still incredible.
Well, I don't got to worry about dropping into the damn
how many
rock.
people are downloading it all?
Oh, I already know. Let me check again. So I get
And you should even test it. It's probably good to more than 5. You should test it at 10 feet.
630 K-House.
Yeah. I thought that lady put it in the case while she was texting it. I was convinced of it. In fact, I still think she was.
If something happens, U.S.-based specialists...
Yeah, it's funny if the phone case wouldn't have got any water, but we should put the phone in there.
Save 10%.
Well, we said it was a waterproof case. We didn't say to put your phone in there.
When she put it back together,
Something got pinched.
She didn't snip it right, or something didn't lock in. I had another waterproof phone, a Galaxy, that was called the S5 Active. And that son of a bitch, ultimately what happened is where the port where you charge it, there was a little rubber thing that pushes in there when you get it waterproof. It literally broke off. The only thing they didn't cover under warranty, in the warranty, was that damn part, those bastards.
Memorial Day weekend during the road trip and truck giveaway. May 27th at Lady.
I like the Galaxy, but there's some things about it, a few little things. I'm wondering, should I go to an iPhone?
God, no.
What are you,
Don't
nuts?
miss your chance to win a Ford.
They're so limited.
Must be
Okay, you know that, right? They don't have active.
157.
Eligibility rules and exceptions apply. Refer to official promotional rules. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-583-3700.
I'm going to be disappointed because
If
there
you
are
want
so
some
many
three countertops at wholesale prices, you need to call.
Well, it's something you got to mention them. Oh, more.
157 for the seminar?
Yeah.
I got it up. I'm putting it up to doing braids here.
No, for the download, bro.
Oh, for download. I downloaded it myself.
Yeah, I got to read it too.
I emailed to you.
No, download it. Help our stats. So, Mark.
A lot of fake phone numbers, though. It's funny.
Oh, really? We should. How do you make it real?
You can't. How do you do that?
God.
This one guy's name is M. Ass.
What about, what about emails? We should have validated.
The emails are probably all validated.
Can you do that?
Because people don't know if they have to.
I know.
People don't know if we're going to email it to them. You see what I'm saying?
That's what we should have done. Email.
That's a good point.
Yeah, well, our other one allows that. But
Is there an
freaking
app?
F is
Is there an app they put an email in there that it'll just shut it down if it's not a usable email?
if they put in a fake address, it automatically finds their IP and sends them the crypto virus and locks them down. So watch out, people.
Hey, you're tough. You're tough.
We're real tough with fake
His own term. Cannabinoid hypermassive syndrome. How I think pot is ruining our country.
Who's this?
More like 24 seconds.
Who is it?
That makes no sense.
A caller?
Hypermassive makes no sense.
Hyper.
Spinning wheels and progress bars.
Cannabinoid hyper. What is he trying to say?
I think he's trying to say that pot is ruining our country.
Oh,
I'm going to Google that and see if it's even a thing.
hypermassive stars,
Or slow
hypermassive.
point guard.
I would call the car toys this guy's calling you about, but it's going to be, you know, we probably don't have time. That sounds,
Oh, it actually is a syndrome.
For business.
It is?
Restrictions apply.
So there already is a syndrome. What is it called?
Service may not be.
Cannabinoid hypermesis.
Taxes and fees extra.
MESIS.
President Trump fired the FBI director. Comey has failed you, the American people. It's nothing but a political hack and would not deliver equal
Cyclical
justice.
vomiting syndrome.
And they get like fat.
On Denver's Talk Station, 6:30 p.m.
Cut like,
Debilitating.
Hi, I'm Tom
monster.
Martino. Nick, what's happening in your life? Go ahead, Nick. Quick, Nick.
Hey, Tom. Just wanted to let you know that this nation is going through millions and millions of dollars trying to figure out a problem that marijuana is causing in this nation. It's cannabinoid hypermassive syndrome. A lot of these people that...
what does that mean? What does cannabinoid means pot, hyper means, you know, hyper, and then what does massive mean?
Mesis.
Are you talking about a true condition or something you made up?
No, it's a true condition.
Okay, we don't know what that means. Cannabinoid hypermassive syndrome.
I found something on it. Apparently, it makes you now. Granted, the source.
It's not called massive syndrome.
The source is not massive like you see it on the screen. It's
called
mesis. MESIS.
MESIS.
And it's one word, hypermesis.
Hypermesis.
And apparently it's like throwing up and puking. But I want to say this: where I'm learning about this information is hightimes.com. So.
Yeah, but what do you want to, what was your point, by the way?
Well, it's just costing the nation hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars a year, because most doctors don't have a clue about it.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't know what to say. Salvador has a question on private car sales. I don't know what we can do for him. Anyway, Salvador, what do you want to know about your private car sale?
Yes, I was working for this guy, and I was gonna quit, so he decided to sell me his truck for $15,000.
Okay, so he sold you a truck for $15,000.
Yes, and I got an email and everything from him, a text, signing everything. What was the deal? 15 payments of $1,000 plus 10%. Whatever I made under his name, because I'm running under his name. So
You mean a separate deal? In other words, you're doing whatever, and you're giving him 10% for the work?
No, 10% for because I'm running under his name, under his authority.
Under his authority for what? What authority?
Truck driving. I'm using his DOT now.
Okay, got you. You're driving for him, right?
Yes.
Okay, got you.
The deal was, I'll give you $15,000 or 15 payments of $1,000, and I run in 10% until I finish paying you. I did finish paying the $15,000.
Okay.
But now he's giving me the runaround about the title is in the bank.
Do you have a written contract?
Yes, he sent me an email. Plus, I have all the paperwork where we get paid, saying that I paid everything on my credit card.
What was the full purchase price for this truck? 15? What was the full purchase price?
$15,000. 15 payments of $1,000 or whatever.
The guy's trying to okey-doke him.
Right. So he was going to take 15 payments of $1,000. But what about this 10%? What is that?
That's because I'm running under his.
But that has nothing to do with buying your truck.
No, but that's how they do it. Anybody would do it like in the oil field.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with the purchase of the truck.
Why do you keep mixing them up, Salvador? All we're talking about is you paid for a truck and can't get title, right?
Yes, because he's just giving me the terrorists and the bank. He just forced me to keep running under his name so he can keep making 10% on the truck.
Because you're saying you're only running under his name because of what reason? Because of the truck?
Because the truck's titled in that company's name or his name.
So are you saying once the truck is in your name, you no longer have to run under his name?
No, I can give my DOT numbers and everything.
Okay, I got you. Right, you can register your truck with DOT and do it under your own.
Yes, yes.
So you believe the reason he's holding back the title is because he wants to make that spread. I don't think so. I think the reason he's holding back the title is because he still owes money on the truck.
Okay, that was my next step. So
here's what you do. We need the VIN. We need to run the VIN number for you, Mark. We need to get somebody to run that VIN, and we need to find out who is financing that car.
If there's a lien on it.
If there's a lien on it, he committed fraud, and we can help you, Salvador. This is a little more complicated than you might think. Do you have proof you paid him $15,000?
Yes, I have all the settlements on the paper saying. This is your part.
Okay, fine. Okay, I need all of it, and I need the VIN number, and Suzanne will take it. We will follow it up, and we will help you. I don't want you taken advantage of. We will help you. Robin, what's going on?
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
3 years ago, I bought a radio to put in my car at Parkway.
Okay.
And 3 years to the date, the radio quit working.
All right, hold on, because I don't want you to run out of time. Hey, Suzanne, I need to take Robin straight up, and we'll get an expert on about it. Hold on, Robin. I'm Tom Martino. Don't forget, download the book, Overtaxed. It's at referralist.com. It'll tell you how to fight your property taxes. Spread it around.
Only 3 days left until Carpet Mill Outlet Store's one-day private sale. Receive 40% off carpet and 30% off hardwood at Carpet Mill Outlet. Find your nearest Carpet Mill Outlet dealer at carpetmilloutletstores.com. If you buy this weekend, you get 2 years interest-free.
Ross Kaminsky, mornings 5 to 10.
There are two tiny.
Do you have one comment on there? Because I'm going to test my airbags if they work.
Tell me what to do.
That's what I said. My phone's shock resistant. I'm not chucking it at a wall.
Broncos fans, sign up now for the Broncos 7K.
Where'd you get this?
Saturday, June 3rd. This Broncos
It was down in that
On my game.
Okay, good.
and it's perfect for runner and Broncos fans alike.
Are we off?
Wait.